No, wrong one. Dang it. There we go. That's all right. Just click the wrong button. That's how it works. Hello, everybody. Welcome to...
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Huh?
Keep going.
Well, hello! Welcome to Knights of Silver Moon, where we play Game of Santos and do D&D.
We do?
We do?
Stevie.
We do the D and Des. De and Des. That is what we do. Yes. Oh, why? Why do you do this to me?
Because it wouldn't be Kindred if it didn't.
Is that just how you're gonna say things from now on? You're just like turn your camera
Yes,
off
Daddy.
and on again? Yes, Daddy. Oh no.
But I call all my boyfriends daddy.
Oh no. Nope. All right. We are going to be gaining a Renan again later on this evening, hopefully. But in the meantime, we have a whole lot of fun prepared for everyone. Thank you for everyone who participated in last night's opening episode of Star-Crossed, A Knights of Silver Moon. Oh, maybe I should just reverse that. Star-Crossed, A Knights of Silver Moon story instead of The Knights of Silver Moon Star-Crossed. I kind of like that better.
Pretty good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it.
We'll switch it around.
Reminds me of Star Wars.
Ah, yeah,
Star Wars
Rogue
Visions,
One.
you
Yeah,
know?
or
Rogue
Visions.
One.
Dreaming to the presses. Anyway, thanks for that. That was a lot of fun. Thank you to our friends Joom and Chris and Sam from WubG. It was a glory playing with them, and I'm looking forward to see where this storyline takes us. As well as a familiar face. I don't know where I've seen him before. There was this one fellow that was on there last night that I just don't... He looks so familiar, but I can't remember who or what he was. Or
Looks expendable.
Or who he serves. You know? It's really weird.
Yes.
You're muted. Anyway.
We all are?
You're all... Damn it.
No, I was.
No, he was. No. Just him.
Good. I don't want to break hearts today.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yara. Heartbreaker.
In any case,
Dreammaker.
it was...
Ada.
It was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to more of that. In other news, we do have, before we get started, we do have one sponsor for tonight. I guess an announcement and then a sponsor. Our announcement is by the end of the week, we're going to have stickers from KazDM, who has done some amazing art, who is working on some amazing art for us. Our stickers will be available. I'll post links whenever they come up, but stickers will be available on Redbubble, and all proceeds go to takethis.org, a mental health association that works with TTRPGs and stuff. It's super cool. And as we were talking and all of the craziness was ensuing, I was like, maybe we should actually take advantage of what we're sponsoring, because we were a little crazy today, but that's fine. That's things.
A little.
A little bit. Tavern Talks, good to see you. Welcome to Game of Santos. But now that that announcement is done, I do have a quick word from our sponsor. So if you all pay attention to tune in to the
Nefair Krolich.
screens,
I'm so excited.
I'm just gonna say it's not what you think, but maybe it is. All right, here we go.
Like it's a real
Both
sponsor.
better and worse.
Bonjour, je suis le grand musique.
Je suis la jeune fille.
Yes, that's Thayan they're speaking. But these children aren't Thayan. They're captured. And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy, the remarkable new video language program for children developed by the Red Wizards themselves. In this unique language course, children learn with incredible ease. 4 delightful videos quickly become their favorite part of living in Thay, and teaches children the same way they learned Common. Learning another language becomes fun. All hail the Liches.
We'll charge your credit card $28.17 a month for 6 months plus a one-time shipping cost.
That's amazing.
Yay!
Yes, Dreamy.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Dreamy. Thank you, Dreamy.
Fan fucking tastic.
That was
Kindred, our
amazing.
dreams have come true.
I know. If you build it, they will make the commercial.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't know,
Jess, you wait.
on this Twitch, if you build it, you'll get a DMZA strike.
Right, this is our first strike. But it's worth it.
It's worth it. That's worth it. Oh my god, it's so good. I knew that musty bastard was staying. Good job. Good job, Dreamy. Good job. I'm looking forward to seeing what further lovely things we can come up with in
Now
the future.
just imagine 10 years from now when Dreamy goes to like apply for like some random interview, they're like, wait,
No.
aren't you the Muzzy lady?
It's gonna haunt you forever.
Thayan Muzzy lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
goodness.
Thank you. Yeah, no, Dreamy, that was great. Loving it. Loving it.
Oh.
I think that about covers it for our announcements and our lovely sponsor. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started on tonight's episode of Game of Santos. Roll that intro.
Serial soul.
Okay, we are back. And we are
Some
ready.
of us.
Yeah, some of us. Some of us are back. Some of us are not here right now. We'll take a message
I
after
don't
the
know
beep.
why that happened.
That's okay.
If I press
There we are.
T, does it do it?
There's
oh, if I hit
the
enter, it turns off my camera for some reason.
Oh,
Good to know. Hey, that's
ooh.
quick
Enter.
button,
Let
you
me
know?
try.
Everyone's gonna test it.
Everything explodes.
Uh-huh.
All right, so it was Kindred, right? Is it Kindred? We're gonna do that?
No?
No?
Was it?
It was
Yep.
Kindred. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
twas.
It's okay. Don't worry. I got you. I got you.
For real, you got it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
It's
only
re-
because
it's
like
re-
I was watching like prior episodes, so I'm like, wait, which one was which?
What happened, Red? I don't
Where
know.
are we?
Got some Doctor Strange stuff going on.
Like, which one am I? Oh,
Which reality is this?
Which reality, indeed? All right. So,
I'll do
last
it next time.
Oh no, you're good. Last time on Game of Santos.
Cool.
Oh, the party had just finished defeating an evil creature known to the audience only as Ennifer, the Cruel Lich. After a couple of near-death experiences, you guys had explored the surrounding area around this battle that you had taken, that you had participated in, I guess you could say. As you had explored, there was a odd barge that had been kind of close by that had, as you had looked around, has apparently been used to move things, move boxes or crates of strange quartz-like rock. learning some of the arcane symbols required, you had activated said barge after a little bit of fiddling around in the area, and used it to transport yourself down this large tunnel that you had found. The tunnel went on for quite some time, and although you weren't sure what universe you found yourself in at the end, it didn't seem like you had gone that far. You passed a waypoint somewhere in the middle. You passed what appeared to be Fume and a friend who had been traveling towards you in the tunnel. And as you passed by, yeah, the little thing of you going by. You guys, Sonder, you guys had passed the waypoint and had reached the end of this tunnel, finding what appears to be a dead end. At this dead end, you found another construct to hold the barge that you had sailed down the tunnel in, as well as 2 guards, which one you fed to the cat, and the other one was tied up.
He's still alive.
And held prisoner.
Yes, prisoner.
Finding the doors to whatever this thing might be. Was it just Iskra and Arjun that kind of explored that first room? I think, right?
Yes.
Walking inside, you found what looks to be a small guard station as well as another door. Both doors seemingly possible to be defendable, probably. As you guys were exploring those rooms, Kindred and Soul questioned the guard, or began to question the guard. And though Kindred currently has the facade of being a red wizard himself, the guard seems to be questioning it, wondering why he would betray Thay, and saying that they would soon find themselves being crushed by Luthra's hammer, whatever that might be. And so, as this guard is currently staring daggers into Kindred, as the guard is currently bound as I hold my hands behind my chair.
It's time to make my move.
Soul is there with him, and the guard looks back and forth. Why have you betrayed the Empire? What are you
He
doing?
says this in
Common.
Dayan or broken comment?
No, he's saying in common. Because you asked if he
Okay.
spoke common, and how that was kind of like, duh. Duh, Kindred. I totally know common. So, what do you do?
Okay.
All common is spoken like this. Everyone who speaks common has to speak like that.
There's your next recap.
California.
Go on.
This prisoner situation is most heinous.
Bogus, man.
Right on, my dude.
Sonder, I love you.
Y'all got too much muzzy.
Yep, he learned common with Mezzi.
He learned common with Muzzy.
Looking at Saul and looking back at, does he have a badge? Can I start like going through his pockets, see if there's anything?
Tries to bite you. No, I'm just kidding. That's just me.
Oh.
Yeah, you can try going through his pockets.
Okay.
Make an investigation check.
And like, while doing so, can I kind of watch in case I like get to a pocket and his eyes like, oh shit, like,
Sure.
find something that may be of importance to him.
Yep.
And you said investigation.
Mhm.
25.
25. Poking around his person, trying to find something. Doesn't really seem to have much in the way of pockets that, or at least things in his pockets. He does have a set of keys that dangle at his hip. No other like objects per se, but there are a set of 4 keys.
4 keys. Go, Arjun.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh, you're done? Okay. In the sort of, I don't know, ballista antechamber with Iskra, and he's still got that little wireframe hologram and pointing like fume ? Ambush. He's looking at the little hologram figurines for the 2 guards, and a thought dawns on him, and he taps the earpiece. Kindred, are you with the prisoner?
I sure am. Why? What do you want me to hit?
Well, hold on to that thought, because I've had a different idea.
Where are you at?
I'll be right up. Just try not to do anything heinous until I get there.
Oops.
Look over this, Iskra. I'm gonna go meet back up with Kindred and hopefully present an alternative to whatever I think is about to happen.
Well, you best hurry then.
Yeah. He
Accurate.
scuttles off.
Zoidberg?
There you go.
You know,
Does he have like a jacket? It's like a button down.
Does he have a
You know what?
jacket?
Whatever.
Like whatever he's wearing, is it like buttons or is it like the zipper?
It's still that sort of
Is
like
it Velcro?
Western duster kind of thing when we were running around outside before.
Are you talking about
so
the
it
guard
doesn't
or
give me
Ardrin?
The guard.
Oh,
Oh.
the guard? No. I was confused. I was like, wait, I think you're talking about
Yeah,
two
there's a
different
non sequitur.
Uh,
And I do know that in character, Galil had helped Fanch with her memory. Was that?
yes.
We do know
think
that
so.
that was in character. We knew that. Okay. As I pass by him, because I assume he's over by the where the guard used to be. Is that
I
where he-
was coming back up with the leftover armor set that he had and everything of his personal belongings on me.
leftover guy. Got it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
That-
sort of like run up to him as I'm trying to catch up and, hey, I had an idea about maybe something we can do with the guard. Maybe you can help him if you want to try putting that to the test.
What did you have in mind?
Well, you help Finch with her memory, right?
In a way, yeah. But
Alright. I don't know Galil, what Renan is up to doing at the moment. And as much as I would like to see him attempt something, it seems a little spacey right now. I kind of want to test the theory if it's not just the populace of Thay that has been subverted, but maybe some of the guards as well. If he ain't, then we don't lose nothing and Kendrick can do whatever the hell he wants, but maybe we'll be able to get a willing participant in our shenanigans, if I happen to be right.
you can try.
Well, let's get to it before Kendrick goes to work, shall we?
You hear
Oh,
that?
Oh, no.
Which one of my pretties will I show you this evening?
Oh no. Just gonna drop the stuff on the barge itself and just head on over.
I mean, as far as I remember, I believe that the guard was still up on the top deck. I think so. If you're already on the top of the barge, then you see on the, we'll say basically on the opposite side of the barge from where the entrance is, or the on-ramp is, whatever, you see Kindred and Soul standing over this bound guard. Sonder, where are you?
I was heading towards the doors, the fortress, to Iskra and Rodan.
Okay, so yeah, you pass Ardrin as you go into where Iskra is then, right?
Everything
Yes.
clear? To Arjun.
To Arjun or
sorry,
To Arjun as I pass.
wibbly wobbly. As far as we can tell,
Timey-wimey.
I kind of just clap Sander on the shoulder as we pass by.
So then if you
Okay.
continue in, you'll see Iskra in this circular room. It kind of looks like it looks like a small guard's chambers, like a small guard's room. It's a circular round room. Well, one side of the room does have like more of a straight wall. And it is by the doors that you enter, you see two large ballistas that have a little bit of like a barricade of barrels and boxes that are standing in front of them. And Iskra is, I think, by one of them currently trying to pull it back and see if she can move it like around, right?
I tried that already.
You did?
And then started investigating the rest of the room with Ardren.
Okay.
So right now, as you come in, you see me standing kind of close to one of the walls, peering up at the two banners, the banner of Thay and the banner of the city of Amrutlar, hanging down on the walls.
Oh, we have a Renan.
What you think of this place?
I think that if it was getting a shipment and it wasn't just supplies, that it was actually those crates, that we need to be very careful.
Does this place lead up anywhere in the city, you think?
Up or down,
No.
something is beyond that door, but I haven't looked yet.
They're
To the
definitely
door on the other side of the room.
Mhm. They're definitely shipping that quartz material around. And we know what the damage that can do.
No, or at least a fraction of that.
Right.
Okay, I apologize. What's going on?
You went all weird and you're being emo when you tried to work a spell to bring What's His Name back to life and it didn't work because the soul was missing. And now you're wallowing in your pity and having a pity party downstairs below and we left you to be.
I see.
Not wrong though.
That is a really Cliff Notes version of putting it together, but yeah, basically something like that.
But
yeah,
you didn't put
essentially.
it together.
You decided
He's still
to
missing.
violate one of your core tenets to bring this guy back, and then you discovered that he had no soul.
Yeah, you broke your 10 commandments.
Oh.
For
Well,
no
that's not one of the 10 commandments, but
Apparently,
12,
Christmas is-
whichever number of commandments, Lana.
well, depending on who we're talking about, there's like 470. Okay.
Yes, Daddy.
All right. So as you, Sonder and Iskra, you are kind of mulling this over and having this conversation. Ardren, whoa, my brain, Galil, and
Were you just about to do it?
No, it was. I was like, it's fine. It's Galil. I know it now. Aiden. As you guys get on top of the ship, you see Soul and Kindred. They're poised over this guard. Kindred looking rather like doing like
Happy.
that. I'm imagining that power pose where you like have your hands on your hips and you're you're standing like kind of like Wonder Woman, ready to like do
Just
something terrible.
My nails. Mm-hmm.
So what do
Waiting.
you got?
I've
do you
already
guys-
like popped his buttons off with my knife slowly, each one by one.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a suit or anything of that.
I minor illusion
Anymore.
buttons and pop them up. No.
Minor illusion. He is now in a tuxedo, and now we're taking off those buttons.
Okay, so
I mean,
Oh.
that might be really intimidating because it's just so bizarre.
What is happening?
What are you doing? Why are you doing it this way?
oh,
Take
y'all
off my
hear-
shirt. Just stop that.
All right. what are you guys doing?
I
I'm
guess
gonna
Kindred
start
sees this
heading
as fun.
towards the group.
Okay.
So
So, what do you have in mind, Arjun?
As I see Renan, I guess coming up not steps, right? It's a ramp into the cargo bay.
A lower level.
Yeah, the lower level that comes upwards.
As I see that, I'm like, well, One sec. Renan, how you doing?
Well, other than my failure, I don't think that I can afford to wallow for too long.
Can I give you a distraction?
Certainly.
You know that thing you did for Illy and Iskra?
Of course.
I'd like you to see if you can attempt the same thing on the guard. I want to test the theory.
I certainly could. Understand. I will be very limited in what power I still have until later. Much later.
You're in good company, but if this actually proves useful, that might be something we need.
The ends justify the means.
I don't think is Kindred there? You actually said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. So basically, as you are walking up from the lower sections of this barge up to the top, you see Galil, Arjun, Sol, and Kindred, and then there is one of the Thayan guard that is currently bound, and is like seated against one of the far walls of this barge, and they just are kind of standing over him, and you can just see him like looking at everybody that's kind of around him and just glaring.
So
Also, Kindred does not look like Kindred. Kindred looks like a red wizard.
Correct. Also true.
Skeksis.
do I know? Like I've watched Kindred do this.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, you're
you
actually
haven't,
downstairs.
But
Very
it's
unfortunate.
Closer to in
Down
your
there
own
with
head, you would have noticed.
So after Kindred's comment, my head snaps towards him. Yes, I do believe I am quite aware. If you didn't recognize that earlier, I did decide that the ends justified the means.
for him, though.
Moving right along. I kind of want to test a theory to see if it's not just the general population of Thay that gets co-opted by their shenanigans, and if it's also some of the guards.
I'm sitting right here.
Yeah, we'll
Shut
get
up.
to you in a second there,
I
champ.
smack him. Shut up.
Now, Kindred, don't you think that if we end up letting him go, that you may be the first to find yourself at dagger points?
I don't know. Do you think he's able to leave? As I see Oreo coming up with blood on her mouth. The other one didn't really put up much of a fight.
Wait, is it just like the Tupperware with pasta? Like it's just all stained and red.
Oh my.
Oily. You can never get rid of it.
Yeah.
God, Sonder.
Crouched down in front of the guard. Tell
What?
me something.
What are you?
Oh, isn't it obvious? I am an angel that has come to seek judgment on you.
Spits.
No matter. I simply have one question for you. If you were to find that your mind had been taken over by another force, would you wish to be released from that?
My mind is my own.
Oh, that's what they all say. And with that, I will reach out and hand to his forehead, and I will cast the spell Evil and Good.
Get off me! Start struggling around. What's the save for this?
If it's bestowed on an unwilling creature?
Yeah.
I don't think there is a save.
There's no save.
Yeah.
It just
Gotta be.
Well, I don't
just
think they really
says-
expect us to do it on an unwilling creature.
I know.
They're like,
Yeah,
this is not
it
how this is
doesn't
supposed to
say.
happen.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh, this
say
works. That's
anything.
how any of this works.
It just
Obviously,
says
they haven't met us.
as your action, you can touch, first off, if there's any effects on me that are being caused by any celestials, elementals, fae, undead, or fiends, like charm effects, those will break. And then as my action, I can use it. I can transfer that.
Okay.
So it doesn't say they have to be willing
Fair
at
enough.
all.
It's like a counterspell in a way. Just whoop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something along
If
those
they
lines.
counterspell, you have to actually roll if it's a
Depends
higher
on the level.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's
and they
higher
are
level.
no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed by any such creature.
Okay.
Oh golly gee, where am I? Oh,
Grandma said there was a pie soon.
Oh,
no.
and when I put my hand to his forehead, I say you should have had a V8.
You should have had a
Nope.
beating.
a
V8.
Oh, a V8.
A VN?
Yeah, totally.
Too soon, buddy.
Is it too soon?
It is for Kindred of all people to say it in character.
All right. So as he like starts like gritting his teeth and waiting for this magic to course through his body, he just closes his eyes. And I almost like lost my headset off my head.
Lose your head.
He like, stop, let me go, and just doesn't seem to do anything more. Just stares up at you, and he's just like shaking his face, scrunching his face, shaking his head, just like.
I want to thump him. Listen, are you going to answer and tell us what we want to know? Or are we going to have to do this the hard way and just use your body, dead body, to get what I want?
Thunder. What the fuck?
What?
What I do?
What I do?
Kindred, I don't
It's
like it
even
when
up.
you do that spell. It is unnatural.
Well, this is what they're doing to everyone is unnatural.
I know I've seen you
Squares.
do it so many times that I don't like being around when that happens to the dead body.
Make a persuasion or intimidation, whatever you feel like this is. I feel like this is slightly more intimidation.
Can we give
than
him
persuasion.
advantage because I'm actually doing that on purpose in front of him, the guard?
Sure. Everything that is.
They're
uh,
actually the same. So I'll do intimidation. So I got a 19.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you said advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a 1. So yeah, 19.
Figures.
Oh, you know what? I can write in the
My
book now.
soul is forfeit if they find me anyway. It does not matter whether it is you or they who take it from me.
Hey.
If I betray Luthra or the rest of Thay, it does not matter. I will die one way or another.
Yes, but your
Yeah.
chances are higher if you tell us what we want to know.
I will
That you
note
might
if you
make
are
it out
lying.
of this.
I'm going to use my
You
third
can
level
see-
spell slot to cast
you can see
detect
that-
magic and just see if there's anything on him.
Okay. You can see that he is sweating, or starting to sweat. He is nervous. Even from your, I will say, who has the higher one? Ooh. Well, I guess everyone's insight is a little different.
My passive.
Actually,
investigation.
Soul, you're the one with the highest insight. Holy Gizoli. Holy
Yeah,
Chizoli.
Holy.
I have a feat that I've been waiting to use for this as well.
So basically, between Soul and Renan, both of
Kick
you
him.
can see that he is scared.
And then once the detect magic takes effect, do I see like anything on him other than just like items or anything out of the ordinary?
He has no magic items or anything on him. The only, I guess, lingering aura would be the now dissipating spell that Renan had cast on him.
As my eyes glow, I just want to look at him and be like, your soul is forfeit to me once I kill you. There's nothing here, but I'll make something. And I want to pull out one of the little energized quartz. What are y'all doing with these? And what's the importance of them?
I don't know.
Insight roll.
Sure. Insight check away.
Zone of truth.
This is where my feet comes in.
No, I only have one second level spell slot too.
Dang it, I miss being Denissa. Zone of
Right.
truth.
17.
17? He's lying.
I can tell you are lying.
Really
He
lying.
looks over at Soul, just like it narrows his eyes.
You're not gonna fool
But
this one.
you see him like swallow nervously.
You get one more shot. What are y'all doing with these?
Future of Thay. Whatever it is that Luthra does on the other side of the hammer.
Of the hammer. Can we see like the doors that Ardrin and them were in earlier?
You can't see them, but you know where they are. I mean, they're basically
point
behind
it.
you
Is
at the wall.
that the hammer?
Yes.
What does it do?
I told you it will crush you to your bones.
And it's gonna crush you too if I want. What does it do?
He just like narrows his eyes a little bit. Galil. Or actually, Kindred. As you are like asking and questioning this, you get that warm yet somehow cold shiver that goes up your body to your mind.
Mm-mm.
And that presence that kind of fills the back of your head.
Strawberry?
Hello, my student.
Yes. For as intimidating as I'm trying to be, I kind of like Raven Simone it and like check out for a split second. Oh, I thought I lost you.
I've been around.
Well, maybe you came at the perfect time.
I think I did. Having some trouble with this one.
Do you have a solution? I'm dying to try it.
The girl on your ship earlier, I helped uncloud her mind.
Mm-hmm.
I could do the opposite here. Make this one a little more eager to help.
Just tell me what to do.
Just make sure he doesn't break eye contact with you for a while. I'll take care of the rest.
I'm gonna literally just like lift his eyelids up and just like death stare him.
I need a blink! No, I'm just kidding. Ah!
Not on my watch. Get the lid specs. No.
Oh no! It's like literally the one thing that I hate the most about any movie that has like they do that thing where they just like whoosh, and they open the eyes. Ah.
And I've actually put them in people before.
Ugh. Okay, cool. Good to know. Anyway, go on.
So yeah, I'm like they're holding his eyes open, just staring, and we're gonna get what we want, and you're gonna find out the hard way. And then just waiting to if I hear anything more from Strawberry.
Couldn't possibly make me do anything that I don't want to do.
It's spit in his mouth.
Ew.
But his eyes like stay
Yep.
looking at you. You stare.
Mm-hmm.
You see him stare at you. And his eyes kind of like just suddenly lose focus as if they're staring through you. You can see him draw up, like as if he's taking a cold, like he's taking a deep breath, but like the way you take a intake of breath whenever you
When you chew
touch
five
cold.
Oh,
Nice. I was gonna say whenever you jump in a cold pool, but that kind of like you can see him just like get lost in your eyes, and he stares, and you can see this like cloudy black that kind of swirls around his pupils and fills up the entirety of his eyes before it sinks and is gone in his mind, or like into the back of his head, and you can just see him staring up at you. And the struggle against your arms, though you're holding him, just kind of stops. He just stares up at you. And just his body kind of just like relaxes.
I still hold him tight and hold his eyelids open.
He doesn't move.
Is this what you needed?
This feels. There's like a moment of like disconnect, of like the silence. You can feel that presence is still there. But now the voice that comes out, you can see him mouth a word the same time that the voice in your head mouths a word. And you just hear a very soft yes come from the guard. It's almost like a sigh, but you can hear. He doesn't struggle, he just looks up at you.
Now, you're gonna tell me what they use these pebbles for?
I don't know.
What about the hammer? What is that for?
The hammer is Luthra's lab.
I thought so. And who all knows about this place and who comes here besides Luther?
All. She experiments with the Empire.
Without
Soul.
breaking eye contact with. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to see what soul you have had your fingers up for a little bit.
Did Soul see that happen with the eyes turning black for a little bit and fading?
Make a perception check for me. You've been watching this pretty closely, so I'll say with advantage.
Yeah.
You've been watching his reactions to everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
No man's land?
The desert.
What is causing everyone to become brainwashed?
What?
There is a song, a music, sometime in the night or the morning that makes everyone not really themselves.
Atmosphere. For the betterment of Thay.
Is this a mythal?
What is a mythal?
This music.
The voice is so creepy. I love it. What is a myth?
And what's Luther's weakness?
He looks. Luther does not have weakness. She is
Everybody has a
powerful.
vice. What is hers?
She is powerful. Strong. Deceptive. Clever.
The
Does
Kind of
she
smiles up at you.
does she look like a bitch? I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
What other defenses would we run into if we head into this outpost that we're at now?
The hammer is powerful. He's like, his eyes start to twitch a little bit. And you
Does
see,
it feel like I'm losing it?
Kindred, you see a trickle of blood go down his eye.
Oh shit.
And that voice in your mind once again. It kind of comes to you, sneaking through the back of your head.
I can't keep this up forever, you know.
The other eye starts to bleed. Another
I'm
drop
I'm
comes
swimming
out of his
between
nose.
two islands in fog.
I'm losing it, guys.
What is happening to him?
Tell me what you want. I can't hold on.
What is your name? What is name?
And you're like,
I'll break
he,
it
like,
if-
tries to, like, you can see him just like looks like he's just going into a seizure and just starts
Like
laughing.
just going crazy.
Yeah.
So then
let me kill this fool.
I break it if I can control that and tell Strawberry, like, you've done more than enough.
You see blood coming out of his mouth now.
Oh no.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
Sure.
Internal bleeding.
As I'm still holding on to him though, but it's like the connection and my hold over him like broken. Is it like done?
No way of knowing. This was not something that you could control. You don't even know when
24.
this started, except
I
that
know.
you saw the. No, I'm just saying. Like, you don't know when this started, except when or how this started. The only tell that there had been was seeing his eyes shift and that body relax. Other than that, you felt no different than you do now. There was no telling
Is Strawberry still there?
when that connection was there or if it was severed. Reach for that mind, but it's not. The presence is there, but it is focused, and then it's gone.
I just
Said ara
whisper.
to this guy.
I just say out loud, "Thank you," and
So
holding on to. Go ahead.
What was
I
medicine?
got a 24.
24. This man, You have not seen anything that looks like this before. It's like he's
I can still barely hear you.
the blood is like pouring from like every orifice on his face and mind, but you have seen no signs of there's been no trauma to it. It's not like it's been bruised or damaged in any way. It's just happening.
Well, we lost him. This is all we're gonna get. And I'm gonna reach my hand into my bag of holding and grab something. And I bring it back out. And in my hand, I have the handful of all the energized quartz. I just shove him in his mouth, and without letting go, I cast magic missile.
As you are about to do that, the voice pops back in your head.
Gee, I almost did this too soon.
Not necessary.
Maybe overdid it.
Well, quick, put him out of his misery, quick death. But I do thank you.
I meant me. Do with him what you want.
Thank
Though,
you.
maybe keep this mind.
Oh. Okay.
You guys
I'm
see
like-
as he has like there's like these handful of pop rocks, and then just like pulls his hand away.
You got lucky. I look for Galil.
The body just kind of slumps over onto the ground, his eyes still open and staring out.
As Kindred had been reaching in, and I recognize that he's got that, fistful of pop rocks that he's about to feed this guy. Ardren had lunged forward, but clearly it would have been too late anyways, and just, I was really kind of hoping we would avoid that. That shit's just unnecessary.
Soul's gonna check his pulse to see if he's still alive or not.
You put your fingers in there, and
Just put the rocks back in my bag, and well,
there
I
is
was
a
told we should
heartbeat,
keep his mind.
but it is so slow and faint.
He is barely alive.
What do you mean by she?
Look for Galil. What you did with Fanch?
What about it?
I guess it was my turn.
Oh,
Did you not see that?
I didn't see
that-
anything.
His eyes? Y'all didn't see that?
I
look
don't
at
know if
Soul.
we did see the eyes.
I didn't see. What do you mean? What about his eyes?
From everybody's perspective, Renan, Galil, fuck, I was about to do Aiden again. Renan, Galil, Ardren.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be
Smags.
hell. It's gonna be hell.
It's gonna be May.
Soon,
Soon,
but not yet.
couple weeks.
But you guys saw the physical change in his body, just not the effect that Kindred is referring to with the eyes. The only thing that with the eyes that
Well,
you
we saw the
may have
effect, not the
noticed-
cause.
right.
Not the
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
symptoms.
saying. The only effect that you saw was the like relaxing of his face, that change in attention.
The blood.
So and I kind of wave my hand in front of my face, and on minor illusion, what I saw. His eyes. They did this.
And his eyes did not do that, but I could tell that something inside of him has changed. What did you do?
There's a 9 Inch Nails song I want to quote, but
Do it.
I,
Do it.
I want to feel him from the inside.
I'm gonna go with beautiful lie, but okay.
I went through his mind. I had Iskra, you're not here.
Yeah, her
Or
and
did you come
Sander
back?
her and Sander are still in the other room. Which, to that
And
effect,
Striver and Iskra not on screen at the same time, just pointing at her.
Iskra was here, but she wasn't here.
Which, incidentally, then, both of you who are in this room, what are you guys doing as you are, like, were any of you who are on the ship broadcasting this to everybody what was happening? So that the other two knew?
The Kindred was.
No, I don't think so.
I was
No.
in my own moment.
When I asked you the questions.
Yeah.
Because you
no, but
talked
you
to
knew.
us.
Yeah,
Because
you
you talked to him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you knew he was asked. They were asking the guard questions, so it made sense that you were asking. But I didn't think you knew like the sounds that were happening.
Oh.
But it's fine.
I
So, I
don't
mean, it
think we
made
did.
sense otherwise.
Would I have gotten a response to the questions that I did ask?
Oh, that I
To
don't know.
Kindred to tell him,
I mean, that's up to
I
you.
imagine.
Yeah, Kindred, did you reply with the what was said?
No, not yet, because I was
Things
I was
got a little
focused.
scary.
Yeah, I was focused on that, so I heard it, but it didn't register that he's not physically here.
Right.
So then,
Relay that information back.
yeah, I'm actually, that was intense. Galil, can we go find Iskra?
Yeah.
Sonder, y'all are in the area, right? I'm coming.
Yeah, there's 2 ballistas here. Flags.
Renan, what were you gonna say? I just realized your hand was up. Sorry.
Before Kindred starts going towards a direction, Kindred, I have two things that I would like to say, if you do not mind a moment. The first is that I apologize for my snappiness a moment ago. It was uncalled for, but I would also make a request. Do not try to police me about things that I am doing to somebody's mind with what just happened. And I take a step away.
I respectfully nod in your direction and don't give you any sass or anything like I normally would. And then just turn and look at Galil and yeah, I'm gonna go find Iskra and head off.
Okay.
Sol's gonna look at Ardrin and Renan when it's Kindred leaves. So what do we do? I'm able to try to heal him if we want, or what do we do?
No. He followed the mentality of the Empire wholeheartedly. What I did should have had far more effect if he had any humanity of sorts left in him.
Do we have any more questions for him?
How about we keep him alive until we figure out if we've run out of questions?
Fair enough.
You guys follow
Okay,
Galil and
all right, I will keep eye on him. And so Sol's just going to keep checking his vitals, just to see if it looks like his heartbeat's getting weaker. Then he'll, if need be, use like a healing spell on him, or if he feels like it seems like he's been steady, then I'll just leave it be.
You
Arjun's going to try and find something to not give him the full Shibari treatment, but at least sort of keep him restrained in case he wakes up with a little more gusto.
well, I mean, currently they do have him. You guys used rope to bind him, didn't you?
Oh, I didn't know if he was still okay. Never mind.
Yeah, he's bound. The only thing that we undid was he
The
was
gag around
gagged.
his mouth.
Okay.
So he's still bound, and that hasn't changed. He's just like laying over on the side, like basically catatonic, just staring off into space with his eyes open. And so as you are sitting there with him, you watch. It's so strange. Like there is no movement of his chest to say he's breathing. But you can, as you put your hand like to his face, there is the slightest bit of air, but it is so far stretched, and you've already felt with your fingers that heartbeat, and it is so slowed down that it is almost impossible that he is still alive, that this is still happening. And you keep expecting it to stop because of how faint and how small of an amount that you are feeling, but it continues. Do you sit there while the others leave? Just to kind of keep an eye on him? Or are you going with everybody else? Okay.
Yeah,
Arjun?
I'm gonna see. No, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, cool. Arjun, are you gonna go after Galil
I'm
and
going to
Kindred?
stay on the barge.
Stay on the barge?
And I'm going to go towards the far end and keep an eye for Fume or anything else that might be heading their way.
Got it. Renan, what are you doing?
First, I will, before walking away from the guard, if it does happen to do anything, I will cast Spare the Dying in case he is at 0 hit points.
Okay.
Just try to stabilize him. But other than that, I will walk off towards Arjun.
Oh, walk over with Arjun and just kind of keep an eye out?
Mhm.
So then, awesome. Sonder, you and Iskra are in the room still, as Kindred and, unbeknownst to you, Kindred and Galil are on their way to you. What are you two doing?
Do you want to do anything with these ballistas? I heard some creaking earlier.
Well, I wanted to see if I could shift at least one of them around and point it at that other door, since we don't know what's on the other side. But I couldn't manage it. I don't think it'll do that.
We could give it a shot together, if you'd like. Then my staff might be able to help break something loose.
Sure, maybe with the two of us we can. I take up a position to try to force this thing to go the opposite direction,
Okay.
and get ready to push, bracing
Alright.
myself up against it.
Guys, go ahead and make strength checks for me, if you will.
No. It went from 14 to a nat 1.
Oh,
got it.
Slipped.
oh, ow.
Oh no!
Well, incidentally, as you
I
guys
got an 18.
All right, cool. With the tension of the situation, when Kindred and Galil enter the room, the door kind of creaks a little bit as like it gets caught, and the action of that kind of startles you, Saunders. You were like really focused, and in this whole situation of being at the edges of this, like ready for action, you kind of fumble a little bit and slip. Your hand slips, but Iskra holds fast. Kindred and Galil, as you enter this room, you see the startled Sonder and Iskra struggling against to push. But Iskra's
Jesus.
body looks odd. Her skin is black, oily looking, shiny, almost like a beetle shell carapace. There's little veins of faint blue around the joints in all the flexible places as she strains. Ugh. She stands and stops, looks at Sonder, and looks over at you two as you enter. A face with no mouth, but grills, almost like gills, cover where this mouth should be. Eyes of jet black. Both of you see this. How do you react?
Is my detect magic still up?
No. Oh, is it?
Okay.
I don't know.
It's 10 minutes, so
10 minutes,
the
yeah.
amount.
Unless you, I mean, I figure you end the spell if you were intending to keep it going. It doesn't last 10 minutes unless you want it to last 10 minutes. Did you want it to
it's
last?
concentration. So since I'm running low, I'm going to keep it up as long as I can.
Looking at her, you see all the items that you normally would see on her body.
I just go like this, charge up a firebolt.
I look at Galil.
You hear Sunder go, ah! startled from the door opening.
Iskra, you see Galil and Kindred enter, both of them staring at you, and a bolt of fire boiling in Galil's hand.
Whoa, buddy. What's wrong?
I know we've been down here a while, but just trying to move a ballista.
The voice,
I'm gonna rub my eyes and
the voice
look at
comes
Iskra again.
through the grate. There's no mouth that moves. It just kind of lights, almost like looking at a blinking light every time it she speaks.
Do they see me?
They
Or
do.
hear me?
Saunders right there.
Normal, completely normal, right?
Yeah, completely normal.
Okay, Sonder, what the hell?
Wait. That's Sonder. You been with Iskra?
Yeah. Arjun just passed by.
Kindred,
Is
you rub your eyes. When you rub your eyes and open
I'm getting
them
in front
again,
of Iskra.
Sonder gets in front of Iskra as you rub your eyes, and Iskra kind of peeks around a little bit, and you see Iskra normal. Galil, you
grab
still see
Galil's hand. No, this is something. It's Iskra.
Galil, you blink, close your eyes, and open again,
Whoa.
and it's Iskra. He's standing there, completely fine, completely normal.
You saw that, right?
I don't.
Maybe we need to take a break.
Yeah. I think
We've
you
been
guys
down
need to
here in the
sleep.
dark a long time.
I think we need to rest.
This might be a good
I need to
stopping
rest.
point. I prefer we don't fireball our friends.
I'm just gonna check what's behind that door over there. And if it looks reasonably safe, we could use this room. We've got a lot of boxes. We could barricade the door.
I'll call the others. Guys, we need to recoup. And Iskra and Sonder think this place might be the best to do it in. We need y'all here. Something's going on.
Maybe we should do it on the ship so we have advance notice of Fune showing up.
We could send the ship back.
While they're speaking, I make my way over to the door.
Okay.
And
What do you think that was about?
try to crack it open.
You go over to the door, and Sonder, you sending that to Iskra?
Yeah.
I think everyone's just tired. We've been through a lot. I mean, I was swallowed by an evil, oily pool for a while, so
That's true. Maybe.
I'll send Mal's out. We need to talk. There's something. Something's happening to us. And Mal's will slither out and start heading out. And he's going to go up. That way he's acknowledged by the group, and then go down the hallway into the darkness and just patrol back and forth a good ways out. That way, you get plenty of advance notice if she comes.
Okay.
And if he does see Fume or someone else approach, his orders are to come right back to me.
All right. How far out are you having him?
I'll go the 100 feet, the max distance I can freely communicate with him.
Cool. Iskra, you go over to the next door.
Mm-hmm.
It is locked.
All right. Go. Calm. Fluid. And just start to melt. And I'm gonna try to,
Yes.
Into water.
Terminator 2 myself underneath the door.
Yep. You easily slide, sluice your way under the door. On the other side, somehow, as your senses are still in this weird, watery, everything is my eyes and everything is my body kind of way, you see a dimly lit hallway. There's probably like 5 feet of hallway to this door before it tees off to the left and the right.
Hmm.
But you see that this like stone hallway is probably about 6-7 feet across. It's narrow, but not too narrow.
I've never tried this before, so I doubt I will succeed, but can I split myself in two?
Ooh.
I'm gonna focus really hard on this. And if I
Oh my
fail, I
gosh.
fail.
But if you fail, what if you die?
Well, we'll find out.
If you die in your dreams, you die in real life.
What role would you like to use for this?
I have no idea.
Same.
It's probably a wisdom thing, because that's what is my
Sure.
The-
Yeah, go ahead and make a wisdom.
the thing that I use for my key and all of that.
Yeah, go for it.
So
And
I
because
think
it's
back.
elemental, I'll let you use your proficiency.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice, thank you. Yeah, I think about the training I did with Sonder, controlling my form and holding myself together while I was in all that other water, while I was exploring with Kindred, and maintaining my form as a person, getting thrown out of the canteen, all these other experiences that I've had.
As
I
a
think
water.
Life
about,
trauma.
The way that water moves doesn't have to be the way that I move while I am this. And so
Oh God. You are a mass of water.
mhm.
You get out to the T section of this hallway, and you see that to the right, it ends probably about 20 feet before it goes off to basically it makes an L shape, right? So 20 feet is you look to the right, it goes off this direction. It seems to go that way. Looking the other direction to the left, there is another what looks like end of the hallway, like a T section that is probably 40 feet or so that direction. But there looks like there are at least 2 openings on the left side and 2 openings on the right side. You don't see any doors. You just see like openings of the hallway.
Okay. I rolled incredibly low. So with those other things, it gets me to 13. So
13?
maybe not this time.
You're not really able to split yourself, but you are able to elongate your senses. And it's this weird fish eye like camera view of being able to see all things all at once as you become like this long stream of water using your mass. So you probably will say that you in this you are able to, let's see, how tall are you?
How tall
Remember?
is Iskra? I don't recall, so we'll just say that she's as tall as me. She's 5'7".
5'7". So we'll say that you can quadruple your length here. So you can that's what, almost like 30 feet ish, give or take, probably. I'm like trying to do math, but
Beats me. I can't math.
yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. We'll just say you can stretch out to about 30 feet. So you get 30 feet in either direction. You can kind of switch your senses to either side to kind of see. That would cover.
So,
Go ahead.
if I'm
Well, taking the mass of the object
67
as
inches
is, and
then
elongating it to a
times
sphere.
4 divided by 12 is 22.3333. So 22 feet, give or take.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll round it up to 30.
Okay.
We'll give you a little extra stretch. Why not? With that, you're able to see on the left-hand side all the way down this hallway, and it seems to stretch down quite a ways before it reaches like blackness. It doesn't have like an end to it. It just reaches blackness. But all the way down this path, you see that there are torches that are glowing. Not necessarily that they're lit with flame, but they glow and they give this dim light across this hallway. You peer to the right, and that first intersection looks a little smaller, and you can see that there is 2 doors in this smaller hallway.
Okay.
But so far you don't see anybody. You kind of listen. You don't hear anybody.
All right. Well, I don't want to take too long, so I'll take my stretchy self all the way to the terminus of one of these hallways.
Nice.
Make sure I can see everything that I can see without going actually through any of the doors, and then
Okay.
come back.
All right. Let me see. I'll get map cam out, and that way I just kind of give you an idea of like the direction you want to
Map
see.
cam.
You want to see like a particular. You're just wanting to explore the hallways surrounding the area, or are you going back to the room?
Yeah, exploring the hallways surrounding the area.
Oh, dead mark. Okay. This is like the worst doodle of all time.
Or Squidward.
Doodle Bob.
Squidward. I'm Squidward. Contemporary Squidward drawings. Yeah, hoi me no hoi.
You need help, sir.
Oh, taco.
I mean, we all know the taco needs help. Okay. Damn it. It's fine. Start video. So we'll say this D20 here is liquid Iskra, and
Okay.
What a cool shape she can make.
yeah. So I probably technically should have done this more in the center before I started this whole thing, but here we are.
Polyhedral.
Map cam.
The next time you have a map and Iskra's in puddle form, you need to get like some water and just drip it onto the map.
And then just like,
There she
Roll
is.
it around.
It's so funny.
Silver
Can the lovely
puzzles.
viewers? Oh, yay for the viewers at home.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, so Yoink.
This is what I picture in most of the memes in Discord, what she looks like.
Okay, so right outside, so you have to your right is that hallway that goes out that way direction, right? Moving this way, you see one hallway that goes here, and because I was a dingbat, this this is another hallway that goes this way.
Okay. Gotcha.
Go. Let's see. Yeah. There's another wall.
That's from .hack, right?
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? Athlete's foot cream makes a great massage oil.
Oh.
Thank you for that information. That was
That's like when you were like, oh, it's like a baby's head.
okay. Yeah, I remember that random comment. I was just like, yes. Okay, so
That's great.
surrounding
Self-active
sections, there is a. You see directly that there is a door here. You move down this hall, and then there is a door here. This point, you can see another something there.
Interesting.
And then moving further in, you see that this space is a little open. There seems to be a pool of water that sits here in the center, almost like a watering trough, like for animals.
Okay.
But it's just like a.
It's a good trap.
It's not big. It's not tall to where it'd keep it from splashing over, but it's kind of about a foot off the ground, and it's just a pool of water.
But how long has she been gone now?
A couple minutes.
I'm gonna. Iskra? Can you come
Well,
back?
if
you
she's
there?
if she's water, she can't hear us.
I'm trying.
Now, since it seems like the coast is mostly clear,
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring myself back together, turn into myself again.
Cool.
Kindred gets a response in a spice memory. It just sounds like a bottle of water.
So you are there in
The
this
shaker
space.
when you're like doing your protein shake.
Yeah.
I do kind of, shake myself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then striding back over to the door that I slipped underneath, since I'm now on the other side of it, and silently, thanks to my custom barrels that I'm wearing,
Yep. Custom barrels.
I will hopefully unlock this door from this side.
You see that there is the handle here, metal handle, and a keyhole. There's no lock or unlock to this door.
Mm.
You do see that there is a bar that can be closed over the
Is it
the inside.
currently barred?
It is not. It is currently.
Hmm.
It just seems like it is key locked.
Okay, I'm gonna try the door.
Locked inside.
I'm putting my face down to the keyhole. I'm gonna say, there's a keyhole on this side of the door, but I don't have the key. I don't see anyone around here, though.
Shoot.
What are you listening to, Sonder?
She
You heard it.
is
You're
not
in
able
the
to.
same room.
Well,
You can
how
hear
far?
her
Because
whisper.
I'm not like right up at the door.
No.
Yeah.
But she's whispering through it enough to where you could hear her voice.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
I'm like, yeah, I have the key. Come back.
Well,
Well, she
I was
can't.
hoping to open this up, but
Should be able
Okay.
to open it from our side.
Just
right?
come through be the water and come through the keyhole, and I'll. At least we know nothing's over there.
going back and forth like that's tough. But hang on, I'm gonna sit down and cross my legs, and
Oops.
really try to focus and be as relaxed as possible, even though I'm trapped on the other side of a door right now. Hoping that I can pull this off again.
I'll give her like 20 seconds, and then if not, I'll try to. Wait, hello? Open with
You
the
turn
key.
into water once again. If you feel tired, you feel like the strain of it, but you're able to do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna go right under, and then as soon as I feel all of my molecules get underneath the door, I'm gonna just turn into myself again.
Well,
And be not standing. I'm gonna like reform in a crouched position, like Terminator when he first appears, but wearing clothing.
all right.
It's good to have you back.
I have a key. Is there a keyhole on this side, or is it just like?
It's on both sides.
And I'm gonna like check it. It's locked still, right?
Try one key, it doesn't.
Oh no, I don't try. I just make sure that it's locked.
Oh yeah,
currently.
it's still locked. It's correct. It's still locked.
Okay.
We should see if the key works at all.
We need to rest. And
I
if it's
didn't
locked,
see anyone over there, so there might be someone deeper in, but
Galil, how you doing? Are we still us?
You look over. They are.
You just see me laying down, wiping Oreo's face with a wet rag.
A wet wipe.
Yep.
You just like lick the rag and like, oh honey, you just get so dirty all the time.
For now, I'm good.
As you guys are, are you calling the rest of the gang into this room?
I called them. Hopefully,
Yeah, he called them.
Okay. Doesn't ever. So what are you gonna
We
do?
should check.
I'm going to, as gently as I can, pick up this bound guy
Okay.
and bring him on over.
He doesn't react. He doesn't. It's dead weight. There is no like. It's just like carrying a sleeping person. Renan and Ardrin, what are you guys doing?
I'm presuming nothing has caught our sight at this point.
Nope.
Did we catch Malzahar? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I'm told him to make a point to go up to like let y'all know he's there, and then y'all can watch him go back further out into the tunnel, into the dark.
All right. If we see that we have a guard post happening,
We have a
just-
hall monitor. He's on patrol.
In the hall.
Putting a nope rope on duty.
We have border patrol.
I turn to Renan, kind of just
I'm on patrol.
touch his shoulder, and I don't say too much because I know he's had a bit of a rough hour or 30 of them. And I kind of just try and usher him along, not like forcing him, but just trying to like, we're going together kind of thing.
Children, I am not made of blood.
No, but I'm having a bad time down here, and I know how you hate the Underdark, so I can only assume that you're having a real bad day.
Fair enough.
Shall we?
You guys make your way down the stairs and enter the
Gonna
room.
wait.
Yep.
In fact,
Make your way into the small semicircular room that there is. As you guys come inside there, you see the two ballistas that are facing the entrance door. You see the small round table with several chairs around it, a couple of bookcases, and a bookcase and a couple of crates, barrels that look to be kind of heavy and just being used as a barricade. On the walls, you see the two tapestries, one of the Thayan Empire and one of the flag that you have seen of the city of Amrutlar, which basically is the city emblem. Kind of tends to mirror a very basic like plateau with the crystal fortress that sticks out in the middle.
I walk over and knock the 2 tapestries off the wall before sitting behind one of the ballistic.
Awesome. What are you guys doing?
Strick
So
kind of nods in approval as you do that.
are we going to stay here and rest?
I really hope so. I'm losing it.
I
I'm
don't
seeing
have much
things.
more left in me.
One
You
of
don't
us
mind if
could-
I lock the door that y'all, Arjun and y'all, the one that y'all came through? Y'all mind if I shut this and try to lock it?
That's fine.
There is a
By all
large,
means.
like, heavy barricade that can, what is it? I just used the word.
Oh yeah,
barricade.
I saw that earlier too. So like the big like not thicker than a 2x4 that you can
Yeah,
like.
basically,
Mhm.
it is on the back side of the doors that you guys came into from the barge.
And
So I kind of
If
point
I
towards
could-
that thing as you say that.
If I could add something, maybe we should use some of the found pop rocks there to our advantage and put a bit of a deposit where the door opens in case Fume decides to get a little up close and personal.
See
Fair
that
enough.
working? Yeah.
Yeah. Can we lock it first? And can I try one of the keys to make sure it like actually is there keyholes in this door as well?
Yes.
Can I just one of the keys like lock it?
For the first 2, they don't. The third one does.
The third one. Okay.
There's 3 locks.
And
The
then
keys.
There's 4 keys on there.
mhm. So I guess if these work, I'll put them back in my pocket, and then I'll look through the pop rocks that I have, and I'm just gonna start shoving the tiny little ones that I can into the keyhole.
Alright.
That way, if she decides to take a peek, boom. How's that?
I mean, I was going to put like a couple of pounds worth at least, you know.
How big is this room we're in?
You might get hit by it too.
Casting fireball on ourselves.
Basically,
It
You
is
didn't
a-
ask how big the room was. I
Shrapnel.
said,
Ah!
At the widest point, you're looking at about 30 feet.
oh yeah, we're definitely die.
yeah, never mind then.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot bigger.
So yeah, I'll stuff the keyhole with little pop rocks, and that way, in case we hear anything, I can boom, magic missile it.
I mean, if not, I have mason jars filled with them.
Saunders.
Only 3
You have what?
mason jars filled up with them.
Well, let's rest. That's what we all.
I know that's what I'm doing.
Would we be able to affix any of that stuff to like the business end of the ballista? We really wanted to do something real stupid.
Something stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
possibly. Galil, I think he was talking to you.
That was a general question.
I was about to
but
say
it's
that was
nice that you-
general.
yeah.
I don't see why not, but right now I can't think straight. I'm seeing things, and I'll tell you all about it once I clear my mind.
Sandra, what were
Sure,
you
we
gonna say?
can.
I'm checking out.
The 4 keys, do they have different markings on them that make them different from each other?
I'll take them out. Do they?
They don't have any markings, but they are definitely different for different keys.
The one for the front looks like what?
It looks like this. And he holds up a key.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
I'm assuming they're all like skeleton keys, but just like differently shaped.
yeah,
but similar.
they basically look identical except for the teeth at the far end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
So then I'm gonna like just in the middle of the room, just kind of Indian style, and then just try to trance.
Do we know that the key for that room?
I just started trance.
I will
You're
take the
good.
keys from you.
No, they're in my pocket.
I'll just do it. I'll just take it.
No, they're in my pocket.
Shouldn't you just cast a dome?
Okay.
For extra protection?
What is this, a Trojan?
Hey, better safe than sorry. Look at the shape we're in right now.
Yeah, I don't want to get pregnant.
All right.
Which will
So-
cast the dome.
But I
10
mean, I
minutes.
suppose the bright side of your resurrection is you don't have to worry about that anymore.
I know, periods. Oh my gosh, the cramps.
Oh no. Anyway. Anyway.
And we come full circle.
Indeed.
So Soul's going to take the armor off of this man. If he's a human, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna remove the. I assume he's wearing like some kind of armor, like chainmail or something.
There is armor to him, yes. It is not really chainmail, it's just like a simple, like, hard leather.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to remove the armor from him and well, I'm gonna unbind him, remove the armor, bind him back up again, and then just put him in a way, I guess, that is good enough for that way he's not in an awkward position, like continuously bleeding from his eyes or ears.
Yeah, there's not, that seems to kind of have stemmed. There's not
Yeah.
any further bleeding. It just seemed like in the moment is when it started and then it stopped. Once the whatever was going on halted. That being said, you still feel that there is that little bit of really slow and subtle heartbeats and such.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? The rest of you 10 minutes in, finally Soul has got this guy comfortable. The dome appears. What does the dome look like?
Solid black, opaque, can't see through it.
Black. Nega bubble. All right.
Bubble. Bubble.
Afterwards, Soul's gonna find a spot somewhere to get comfy as best as he can.
I make a patriotic Thayan meme and wrap myself in the Thayan banner and go to sleep using that.
Awesome.
Nice.
I guess I can show. Hold on. Let me see.
Draw me like one of your Thayan girls. Oh,
Yes.
Oh no.
Yoink. I'm gonna turn map cam on real quick. I want to show you what this. Oh, hello everybody. Good to see you
Whoa.
across the universe.
Infinity.
Give you an idea what the space looks like.
Inception.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Nice.
So
That's not what I was thinking. That's cool.
Why does that say where Arjun dies twice?
because
What?
that's where he dies twice. So
Okay.
there
Just-
is.
I didn't know he was Gemini. Okay.
There's the door up here that you guys came into that is now barricaded with the lock. There's a door down here that you can see that Iskra just left. With the hallway.
and
You're
the
cutting
hall.
in and out.
Oh yeah.
So
Like
that dome, does
voice-wise?
it cover the whole room, or
Yeah,
just
voice-
a
voice
small
wise
area?
only.
Oh yeah. No, it's yeah. So it must be whenever I'm talking low, it must be a noise gate thing that is figure out. All right.
All right, all right, all right.
I'm gonna go up to Galil.
I'm resting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
he's
grab
late.
you anyway.
Let him sleep. No.
Anyway, go ahead.
And-
Go on.
And
I mean, are you resting in the bubble, or the bubble doesn't cover this whole space because it's only 10 feet?
10
Right.
feet.
So
Mhm.
this room is about 30 feet
Oh.
across. So it's like a little tent that is set up in this room.
Did by any chance, did Kindred set it up close enough to the door that it would like cover the door? So if someone tries to come through, they just run into a black wall.
Nope, it's in the middle.
No, well, shit.
It's because we trapped the door. We don't want to be next to that.
Exactly.
no.
So we'll be laying down outside of the dome.
Okay. Excellent. Galil, are you in the dome or outside the dome?
I'm in the dome.
Okay. Iskra, are you inside the dome?
How much room is there?
Up to 7 or stand by.
Arjun will be outside of the dome if that helps.
Gonna keep watch.
If I can lay down in the dome,
You can.
Oh, yeah.
without being like totally cramped, then I will.
9 creatures can fit in it. Or up to 9 creatures can be in it. We might be a little cramped, but we all know each other that well.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
There's space. There's enough space.
Okay, yeah. So I take the Thayan banner in there too.
Wrap it. Use it as your like tortilla blanket. Wrap yourself around.
Exactly.
It. Perfect. Just made the world.
I'm picturing her giving it the full Rick James treatment.
No, don't scrub my feet in his couch.
Oh.
Yeah, I scrub my feet in his couch.
All right. So
So,
then.
question.
Uh huh.
So if just out of curiosity, of course, if I perceive the pictures on the banners as something that is not clean or is soiled per se, could I use prestidigitation to just like slowly bleach it?
No, because it is not dirty. It is not soiled. It is.
But it is. It's filthiest. I don't want to.
It's meeting the artist's intent.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt.
It's perspective.
It's all your perspective. Oh my god. Okay. That being said, then, Sonder, you go into the dome to snuggle up next to, like, you do like the little pillow thing where you're like face to face, like, are you sleeping? To Galil.
No, I'm going to grab his front of his shirt and drag him outside while he's sleeping.
Wow.
Did the dome just steam up?
Oh my. Why do I just get the feeling that Galil is just like sleepy child is throwing a tantrum and just like heavy weights, his body doesn't move but just allows it to happen?
Mommy, Mama.
So I will be outside the dome. I'm gonna get up on top of the table and just like sit cross-legged on the table, conversing with Ardrin, kind of going through a period of watch almost, and then at some point after like 2 hours, I'll go to sleep. Well, I'll trance.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. Sonder, what are you doing?
Oh no.
So, what are you doing with Galil? Or do we need to know? Huh?
I need consent, so what are you doing?
I will. First, I'll just try to shake you. We need to talk.
What are you doing? What? Why?
I need to know what did you see that meant. I think you owe that to Iskra. And I.
I think this place is playing tricks on us.
What did you see?
I was going to show y'all after we get some rest. Kind of spent, but I'm going to try and use minor illusion just for the face part of what I saw.
That's twisted.
That's why I came in like that.
And you think it's this place?
I honestly don't know. I think we're just exhausted right now, so
Just keep your wits about you. And don't point magic at us again. Not unless you know for sure. I'll go inside the bubble and keep watch.
Well, currently we have two elven folk that are keeping watch. So if you want to try and start getting some sleep, because
Yeah.
Ardrin and Renan are currently outside the bubble, kind of keeping watch while Kindred trances. So if you want to try and
I'm
sleep,
going back inside and resting.
Yeah. I'll go back inside and sleep near Iskra.
I mean, we're all near each other in the bubble.
yeah, everything's relatively near in the bubble. Soul, what are you doing? You were trying to decide you're going to sleep outside the bubble?
Yeah, and while he's there, just before falling asleep, he'll do druid craft just to see what the weather is like outside, and just to give some kind of resemblance of outside, you know.
Okay. The magic swirls about in your hands, this little swirling green druidic magic. What does your magic look like?
Well, it depends. So, like, imagine the way it looks on the Weather Channel, where if it's sunny with clouds, it'll look like a little glowy sun with like clouds.
Okay.
Or if it's
Nice.
rainy, or it just looks like a little mini terranium
Okay.
weather effect.
As you do that, it's clear. There are no clouds. You just see the little bit of swirling lines of what look like wind just kind of blow across your hand from palm to fingertip.
He sees a flirty tabaxi. Looks like wind.
Is that what? Was that also Soul? I don't know
Yeah,
if you were
he's
paying-
just
you didn't
laying
know if you were
down,
paying attention to what I was doing since you were looking down. I didn't see you.
Sorry, I'm hearing it, but
Yes.
so it's just windy outside,
Yeah, just like you can see the little
and
swirls
also the
of
time of
line.
day.
Night.
So if it's nighttime, it'll be kind of dark, maybe with like some little twinkles of stars.
Yeah, you
but-
see little stars up on top. Yeah. What are you doing?
But then he'll just try to sleep.
Okay. Are you inside the tent or what, outside?
I'm outside the tent.
So to speak. The tent.
He doesn't think he's gonna fit in there, plus being in this like darkness bubble thing.
Sure.
Because he's 8 foot tall.
I know, but we've all been in it before.
About all of us together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not lying down though.
Yeah. It just seems a little claustrophobic already within caves and underground and stuff.
Yeah, there's only 5 people in there. You'll be fine.
Right.
And a cat.
Yeah, but most of that is soul.
Yeah.
He's not that.
Oh, come cuddle.
So get over here.
Be
Alright,
my space heater.
for real. Okay. So, as you are doing this, then we have Ardred and Renan. What are you guys doing? As you are both there. Are there anything you wanted to talk about or do or say before we move forward?
Yeah. Since where did you say we were occupying the table?
Well, I had said I had sat on the table. You are welcome to join me on the table. It looked like a big table.
It is a big table.
I figured if we sit across from each other, we both have.
I am sitting in the middle of the table.
on the table.
Yes.
So am I just like throwing silvers at you or no? Okay.
Silvers? What kind of? Never mind.
What kind of a cheap hussy do I take you for?
Silvers and not gold.
That's the right
Excuse
kind.
me.
How
He
dare
knows
you?
what he is.
I'm gonna go in the bubble.
Yeah, no. So it's because I was just trying to get a one angle on at least one of the doors, just in case something's happening that's quiet. Kind of look at him. I guess trying to study some of the expressions on his face to see if anything of the past day is wearing on him at all. And you seemed like you were in a real different headspace earlier from what I've seen of you. I mean, the last time I saw you get kind of low, we were back on the ship, and you actually wanted to go and sleep for the first time in forever. You, how you holding up?
Well, in my world, when somebody dies, it takes 8 hours for their soul to reach the Deadlands. And because of this, if somebody is going to perform some kind of resurrection, they've got to do so within that window. Otherwise, they could pierce the veil and hurt the god of the dead. I don't know how long Nusek was dead, but that kind of thing is frowned upon. But
You've hinted at being from elsewhere, and you haven't been too specific, and ultimately none of my business. I'm not even sure if I'm from this plane, so it's not like it really matters in the long run. Where are you from?
well, first off, if there are ever any questions that you would like to ask, you are welcome to. And yes, I am from another world. A world where the same gods that command here do not have any sway. It is known as Ruvian.
And when you use your powers to call someone back from the brink, does that affect the veil here or the veil there? Do the same rules even apply?
That is perhaps what I was counting on. But to some extent or another, could that still not just be seen as semantics?
Where I spent most of my time, semantics are kind of how things get done. So,
Well, I don't know. It is ingrained very deeply within me that after 8 hours' time, it is blasphemous to try to raise.
so I guess I
Or
have to ask
rather-
the question, why did you? Or why'd you at least try?
I have a mission to do while I am here. And if saving Nuzuk is one of the things that I had to do, no matter how long he had been dead, then I know that Hirsunos is not angry with me. But I wonder if Alteus would extend the same courtesy. Do not know.
Well, at least thank you for trying. It would be nice to at least bring someone back from all this horror.
I have been thinking on the subject of Nuzako. Souls do not just disappear. They travel, they are consumed, or they are trapped. Those are perhaps the only three main ways that they could go. And if he did not go onward, I can only hope that there is a chance that we could save his soul.
Maybe Felon, that creature that we ran into, released him in some way.
Perhaps. One can only hope.
But you didn't answer one of my earlier questions. How are you holding up? We went through all the mechanics and philosophy of what you did and why you did it and how you went against something, but how are you actually feeling? I know you hate being down here. And I know everything else that's going on is not improving things.
No. I have been too long without this guy. You know, in my world, your people were thought to be extinct for a very long time. Hidden away in those underground passages. The surface world didn't even know they were there. And when it came to knowledge that they still existed, and not only that, but that they had thrived down there, I never could understand.
What do they lack in your world?
Well, for starters, I believe at one point you gave me a look over a statement I had made when we first met.
Yeah, but hold on to that one. Darkland?
Yes.
You want to explain that?
It is what the people of my city had called the Dark Elves. It was nothing of a derogatory nature. It was just they were the elves that lived in the dark. And so they were known as Darkies. You could also see better than an Avarial, which is a feat that many do not expect.
Well, maybe that's the mentality where you folk are from, but I'd prefer not to hear that one. It's like the different connotations in favoring.
Apologies, of course.
But are they... Are they a people? Where are you from? Or are they just puppets, an extension of some demon's will like they are here?
That I did not know. Where I am from, the Drow were a powerful and independent people. They were thought to be extinct because they were fighting a war against demons in the Underdark. It is the reason that nobody on the surface world of Ruvian had known that fiends even had access to them. They were a militant people, but they were no puppets.
I'd like to see that at some point. way I grew up, the Drow being militant is the least of the ways that I could describe. Torturous, barbarous, internecine warfare, just endless centuries and generations of pointless bloodshed.
Well, you know that I don't like going underground. But if you ever wish to visit the Drow of my world, then I suppose that would be reason enough to go into the caves.
Well, I can't promise I can make that introduction, but hopefully we speak the same language.
Well, as far as I know, and I transfer into Elvish, the most common language for elves is still spoken across many worlds.
Arjun slips back into speaking Elvish, but you hear more of the Drow inflections.
Twang.
Maybe I think it's a case where, you know, certain languages, despite the fact that they are so utterly similar, they put emphasis in different places. Like, not to be too topical, but like
a dialect,
kind of
like Spanish, how
or
it's like
two languages based on the same root
Spain
kind of
and
thing.
Spanglish,
Castellan, yeah, Oxton, whatever.
So he's talking like the Cockney version of Elvish.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
let's face it, the Drow would be like the Australians of English.
yeah.
Down under. I was thinking more they're from the deep south, hence the accent. The really, really bad, inconsistent accent. Anyways,
It's
You're doing
fine.
great. You're doing
You do a
great.
great job.
Yeah, you do.
What was I gonna say? Well,
It's believable.
I would certainly like to find out. I don't miss the Underdark where I grew up, but I do certainly miss the skies of the places I saw after I left. And since I spent most of my time doing everything else above ground, despite the group I was in ostensibly being called the Underground, being down in an actual pseudo Underdark causeway has not been improving my mood. So I'm looking forward to getting out of here almost as much as you are.
Well, if you decide to visit Ruvian with me, and seeing as I haven't been in almost a decade now, perhaps I could take you to the Flying Mountain. A far cry off of the Underdark, I guess.
I mean, I'd like to see it.
Now, as for how I am faring, I will manage. I've admittedly done far worse for far less.
Well, you let me know if you're starting to get to the brink. Or at least let somebody know.
I appreciate it, my friend.
Insane.
Perfect. All right. Well, as you guys are currently keeping watch, quote, quote, as you guys are having this conversation over the dark pearl of the tent that is the bubble that Kindred has created as a safeguard, we are going to go ahead and take a break right there, as we have gone past a little bit. But it was it was freaking good. Don't
Definitely
apologize. It was hella good.
Everyone played their roles perfectly.
Exactly. Everyone, I loved it. Freaking loved it. But you know, we'll be back Give us a couple minutes.
But
What?
you know which role we do need to see once more?
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna go to break after a message from our sponsors.
Muzzy.
Oh, no.
We'll be right back after the break.
Bonjour, je suis le grand musique.
Je suis la jeune fille.
Yes, that's Thayan they're speaking. But these children aren't Thayan. They're captured. And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy, the remarkable new video language program for children developed by the Red Wizards themselves. In this unique language course, children learn with incredible ease. 4 delightful videos quickly become their favorite part of living in Thay, and teaches children the same way they learned Common. Learning another language becomes fun. All hail the Liches.
We'll charge your credit card $28.17 a month for 6 months plus a one-time shipping cost.
They say you love me 5, 6, 7 times. It was totally on channel. The show cartoon. Yeah. I believe it. I feel like it was a PBS commercial because that was the only time I ever remember seeing those kind of commercials where things like that. I'm trying to remember like commercials in the 90s. Oof, the Muzzy kind of that stuff. Like where those commercials would air.
It was PBRS.
PBRS or PBS?
Was PBS?
I'm
thinking there was PBS and wasn't there one like
Blue Ribbon Surface?
KRLN or something?
KLRN.
Yeah, that's
KLRN
was our local one that
yeah,
did
that's
PBS.
a local.
Yeah,
Oh,
they brought
damn.
Yes, so yeah.
No. You were right.
And
Maya
Miguel.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of Nickelodeon had a show called Maya the Bee, and it was like a cutesy little bee. Maya
So
the
does
Bee. That was.
So then, does anybody remember Allegra's window?
I remember you mentioning it before, but I never saw it. I had
Vaguely familiar.
Magellan's Castle.
What?
Magellan's Castle.
Eureka's Castle?
Eureka's
yeah.
Castle. That one.
Yeah.
I was like, Magellan's Castle. Was Magellan a character though on there?
So Eureka,
Magellan.
I just remember,
Eureka was the wizard, right? Wasn't the
Oh,
dragon named
yeah.
Magellan?
remember
but how it
that.
was like, how it was kind of like that Muppet puppet. That's how
yeah.
Allegra's window was.
Oh. I was all about
Okay.
Wishbone. as a
Bananas
kid.
and pajamas.
Wishbone.
Yeah, see,
Fuck
I didn't
bananas
watch.
and pajamas.
I do remember Bananas and
I like
Pajamas.
my bananas naked.
That was my little sister's jam was Bananas and Pajamas. But when I was a kid, it was
Did
like
you all ever watch?
we didn't have we had Nick Jr. Right? I think that was Nick Jr. and then it just became like Nickelodeon. I don't think Nick Jr. exists anymore.
Well, Nickelodeon was
seriously
first, and
thought
then they
you
had
were
Nick
gonna say
Jr.
we didn't have Nick Jonas. I was like, no shit, he was in the diaper.
Ghost Rider.
Also true. I remember Ghost Rider.
Ghost
Oh,
Rider was
guys-
cool.
Which I know they're trying to bring back as some dark, gritty reboot.
Ooh, I bet.
Interesting.
What?
I bet somehow that does
What are they trying to bring
not
back?
surprise me.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
I
can
never
see
played in the
that.
dark.
Did you guys watch Discovery Kids as children?
Probably.
Kenny the Shark,
Nope.
Don't remember that.
Zaboomafoo?
Zaboomafoo,
Zaboomafoo, I did.
Time
I
Warp
don't
Trio, Light
Hey.
29 Down. No,
I was a Clifford boy.
I was a Clifford boy too.
I hated
remember.
Clifford.
I know of it.
I
What?
love Clifford. Clifford
Listen.
was everything.
No, he
Yes.
wasn't.
I
Yes,
cried
yes,
for
Any
yes.
idea how much I wanted a dog that was a whole bed?
I got one now.
Right down. Okay.
Oh, Bella.
And she's
oh,
a
Bella.
bitch.
There
All
was
right.
an old TV show I used to love when I was a kid called Under the Umbrella Tree. There was like
That
a
sounds familiar.
I
there was a
remember that.
blue jay puppet, like a frog puppet. was
It
really
does
cute.
sound familiar, but I don't remember it. In any case, thank
It's a
you,
Clifford
Dreamy,
and
for
Zaboomafoo.
but before Zaboomafoo was Kratz Creatures. That also kind of
Yeah,
sounds
I do
familiar.
remember that.
God, I feel
didn't
so
watch that.
ancient of
I don't
days.
remember
What-
the
They're
What
still
about the
going. They
one
have
with
another
the-
one now. The
What
Wild
about the
about-
one with the two guys and the sloth?
Zaboomafoo.
Oh, so that's
But
it.
he's
Okay.
It wasn't. It wasn't a
he's a
sloth. It was a.
lemur.
Lemur.
ring-tailed lemur.
Oh, lemur. That's right.
I like
Yeah,
to
that's-
move
They were
with
brothers,
Wow.
right? They were brothers.
I'm King
It's so
Juliet.
weird
You
to think
guys
that we
watch
were all
Bear in the Big
children
Blue House?
separately.
Yes.
We're in the big
He's
glass.
all
It's amazing.
Right?
What's that smell? It's
My
you.
thing, like when I would get home from school, which I'm a weirdo, I get it, but like I would hit the couch, go to Animal Planet because Animal Planet
Yes.
Top 10 would be on when I got home. Green letters, yeah,
Wow.
or green numbers.
Good stuff.
I love it. Well,
I'm scared to bring up some of the shows I would have grown up with because I'm slightly older and Canadian, so there's already that multiple steps of divide.
Hey, everybody,
You guys know this,
let's all
right?
go to the mall.
Just red green.
You know what though? I think my
Wrong
all-time
decade.
favorite TV show was Mr. Rogers.
You guys watch Maple Boy and the
Mr. Rogers
Poutine,
was
right?
awesome.
Never seen it.
I
The
wish
what?
that was real. I wish that was real.
Maple Boy and the Poutine. I could see it.
It sounds like a failed band act that
So-
didn't quite make the cut on Scott Pilgrim.
I tried
Yeah.
poutine
See
when
it.
I was up there for once.
You tried poontang?
Not my thing.
You're in the wrong.
I don't even know what it
province for
is.
Dreamy. Okay, so
Dreamy, we'll talk about this
debris
after the show.
fries. Have you had debris fries?
Well,
Yeah.
These debris fries are like an elevated poutine.
Wait, what are we doing?
We'll
Okay,
talk
first
about
the
this.
game.
Yeah,
I
I
I
think
know,
it's
right?
on pause and going back to D&D.
Like, well, it's just this is just another session of lore dumplings where we just talk about our childhoods. Lore
be fun.
dumplings. We do like a lore dumpling slash like therapist thing. We'll
No,
have,
we don't
we'll
need
have
that much
Sin.
trauma.
We'll have Sin on there talking about it. We'll talk just deep dive into all of these things. Okay.
Dive on in. Roger
All
Scott.
All right. Where are we?
Okay, now, ladies.
Yeah.
You want,
I knew
you
as
want
soon as
trauma,
I
just play like
I said,
go on YouTube and look up 90s cartoon intros.
yeah, I bet. Okay,
I'm
so
afraid to.
Arjun and Renan, while you have this very interesting conversation, Galil,
Roll
Sonder,
initiative.
Kindred, you guys crawl back into the bubble. Iskra, you were there
I don't
as
crawl
well.
into it. I was
I was
in
about to
the
say
bubble. I was
Well,
going in the
no,
darkness.
I meant no. Kindred. I was just saying Kindred's in there. Galil, sorry, the punctuation you cannot see, and I did not do correctly. Galil, Sonder, you crawl into the bubble. Iskra, you are there as well. Soul, you are sleeping on the outside, kind of keeping an eye on the man. Are you sleeping or like wakeful the whole time?
No, I'm going to sleep.
You head to bed. Once the 4 hours is up, or well, you guys are once your 4 hours is up, Kindred, for being awake. Do you tell the other two to come in, or just so that they can
I wake
trance as
up.
well?
Or like, yeah, come out of it, and I just like look, but I'm not gonna leave because I don't want
You
to
leave
ruin
the
it for them.
bubble. Right.
I look. Hey, I'm good. One of y'all want to take a break? I can't leave, but I'll keep a lookout.
I'd pat Renan on the shoulder and kind of just nod in that direction for him to go. Because I know he's a lot more tapped out than I am.
I'll just time's sake.
Arjun, you want to sleep?
Yeah. Well, trance, but yeah, I'll
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to the
yeah.
bubble. Sensory deprivation sounds good right about now.
Hmm. Sonder.
While I'm trancing, I want to, like, since it's semi-conscious, I'm still going to be paying a lot of attention to sounds.
Okay. But you are trancing.
Can you Dutch oven a?
I will kick you the fuck out.
Just a small hole appears in the side of the bubble. He just goes launching
I will put one
out,
of them pebbles where the
back up.
sun don't shine, Sonder.
Lord
Just
have mercy.
the thought.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Because you fart in them.
Sonder.
Yes.
while you're sleeping. It's probably closer to the end of your sleep. You've been asleep for a while and you dream various things. Your mind goes once again to a grassy, windy hillside. Monastery in the distance. There's smoke that rises, and you remember this memory of coming home, excited as you were cresting the hill, and your heart sinking into your chest. Seeing the destruction of your monastery, knowing the death that was there. And the crack that echoes through your mind. Something that prowls.
A prodigy of my enemy. Your kind should have been stamped out. Why do you live still? Give up this path. It is not yours to fight anymore. I can give you true purpose, true power. It will be easy. So easy. She can guide you. You know she can. You know.
That presence circles around you. On the outside of your sense, you look down around you and this grassy hill is frozen. The wind that was blowing the blades frozen in time. The birds up in the air frozen. The waves crashing on the foot of the cliffside where your monastery is frozen. You can feel this odd bubble placed around you.
I reach for my stuff.
Reach back, you can feel it.
I'll put a hand out.
Do not give in.
Do not give in. Do not give in. The words echo through your mind. That bubble protects you. And you can feel it shudder with an impact on the side. It's like distant cracks of thunder, but that aren't quite thunderous. It's like something squeezing on the inside of an egg. You can feel those cracks trying to break into whatever protects you. And that vision fades into darkness. and sleep. And on the other side of that darkness and sleep, a singular burning flame. You can see it in the distance.
Run towards it.
You run, but there's no footfalls. You move closer, but there is no sense of your body in motion. You just see that flame approaching you. Or are you approaching it? You move faster and faster through space, this darkness, this all-encompassing void, and this flame gets closer. And as you get closer, it is not a flame, but a person. Cross-legged. Burning. Encompassing fire that crackles around a body. You are facing this person's back. You can see the body in the midst of the flames, a center point as the flames writhe around her.
I will activate aspect of the worm, resistance to fire. Put my hand on her shoulder.
The reaction is instantaneous. This woman leaps to her feet, spins around, and slaps your hand away from her shoulder, taking 2 steps back. She still burns. She looks at you. What do you present yourself to look like?
Myself, but a watery form. Semi-opaque. It's still me. The opposite of her.
You appear as water. A watery form, a figure immersed in water, the wings on your back. That of a dragon made of water. She takes a step back from you once again.
About her.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to help. I'm here to save you, Fume.
Save me? Why? Who said that I needed to be saved?
You did. Inside.
I said nothing of the sort. What do you mean, saved?
I just want to help.
Then help. Die. You serve
Your path is,
the master of my enemy.
and you serve mine. You have your own path. I understand that you wish to seek out the power of Tiamat.
What greater power could there be? 5 dragons are better than 1.
Justice will always prevail, and you know this.
Yeah,
You know this, Fume.
I do. Justice, vengeance,
They are 2 different things.
a birthright scorned. Why should she have to suffer and be locked away when yours gets to roam free? She was more powerful. She had the will to do what she needed to be done. But what did Bahamut do? Hide away in his mountain homes. My mistress is locked away in hell. And one day, once there is no more resistance, she will be freed and be placed exactly where she needs to be, on top of a throne.
Where does that put you? A slave to her? For eternity?
Of course not! No. Will be her right hand. Soon I will be a daughter of Tiamat. One day, once I prove myself, once I end you, where are you, son of Bahamut? I cannot see. We are just in darkness here, but you are close. You must be asleep or meditating. We wouldn't be able to communicate this way otherwise.
Our forces attract each other. That may not particularly be true. Yours hunts me. I want to end our conflict, but it does not have to end in bloodshed.
What other choice do you propose that we have? We will not see eye to eye. Clearly there's differences between us. I burn with the raging fire of my queen mother's anger and vengeance. You slink around in your pools.
You burn with the fire of the elementals. That is your birthright, as is mine. Not of Tiamat. You're your own flame, Fume. You can be strong without her.
Everything that I am because of her. She burns. And so do I. You know nothing! You don't know who I am. What makes you so sure that I am in need of your salvation? We've never met. We've barely brushed shoulders. And still you haunt me from that day. She showed me what my purpose was then. It was clear, crystal. If I defeat you, I get everything that I ever wanted. But what do you get if you defeat me? Justice? For everything that's happened to you, for everything that you've been wronged?
It's exactly that. I get out of another situation where one of you is hunting us, and that's about it. Another one of you is gone.
So then why not give up? Why not give up? There are so many more of us than there are of you. What drives you on? To keep fighting against this ceaseless fire that is burning across the lands? Nothing. Nothing.
Do you even agree with what the Thanes are doing? I know you serve your Bahamut. I know you serve your Tiamat, but what is
Thanes are
happening
mean
here?
to an end. There is agreement between the two. We are in an alliance. Once that alliance is finished, I don't care what happens. She will have what she wants. I will have what I want. The world be damned. The world has done nothing for me. Let it burn. Let the world rise again in new ashes. A new world will rise. Only the strong will survive through it. Why not be the strongest and on the winning side then? It has showed me no mercy. Why should I grant it?
You get to decide what kind of person you want to be after you're struck with trauma. It's never too late to change your perspective.
She squares her shoulders. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's too late. I will see you, water child. We will see what happens then. She stays in one place, still, burning. And it's like she falls away, but returns back to a seated pose, her back to you, returning to that look of a campfire that burns.
May water flow, may fire burn, may rock be steady, may air be free. You cannot change this. Neither can I.
The briefest of moments before the blackness takes that fire, you see her head, the back of it, turn. And then darkness takes everything. The rest of you awaken. What'd you say,
I'm just
Kindred?
with popcorn, just like one.
I know. I was seeing that was good.
Damn.
Those of you who have slept those 8 hours feel rested as well as you can, considering the circumstances. There is a moment as you guys are waking. Malzahar pops back into your space. Kindred.
Curls around my head and his gets right in front of me and where is she?
Movements. Enters. In the distance. It has taken some time, but there is light coming down the tunnel.
And they've had their long rest.
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, I'm like, oh.
Everyone gets a long rest. Oh my God, my back and shoulders tightened up so much just now.
Posture check.
Stretch out.
Yeah, I knew you'd like the dewdrops.
That's great. Angry, judgy, delusional, perceptive servant candle. Oh no.
I know. I saw the chat going off, and I was like, I wanted to go back, but I knew that if I looked, I was gonna break. So I was like, I can't.
Yeah, same. I could not. Yes. That was hard. That was hard to do.
Okay.
That was good. Thank you.
It was fun to watch.
So, what are
just
you guys
wanna
doing
say
as you guys wake up? What are you doing?
I calmly wake everybody up. Wake up. We have
Uh,
to
yeah, mm.
get your things. Get woken up. Do what you need to do. She's coming. And I
I'm
leave the
going
dome.
to quickly check on the guard.
Catatonic. Still staring out into nothing.
I'll check to see, is he technically still alive?
You sense, you put a hand up to his nose and mouth, and you feel just the barest of warmth on your skin. You stick your fingers to his neck. Make a medicine check for me.
Okay.
It doesn't change. The spacing between his heartbeats is so slow that he should be dead by now. But something is keeping him alive. If barely. He clings to
Guys,
life.
something is wrong with this god. It surprises me that somehow he remains alive, although I am surprised with how little his heart beats, with how little he is breathing, that he has survived this long.
Sure he ain't turning undead.
I wouldn't know.
Can I go up to him and give a little electrical shock? Just a little one.
How do you do this?
Pulls out a taser.
Right against his temple.
No.
Oh,
Like,
that's a
what
lobotomy.
are you using to
Give
do
him
this?
a little shock. Oh,
Draconic. Yeah, draconic.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The streak, yeah.
Yeah. Just a little. You see his body twitch, but there's no reaction to it.
Yeah, this man is broken.
Oops.
I know, Soul looks at Kindred.
What did you do?
Well, I hate to shrug him off, but we're all going to be broken soon if we don't get ready. Fume is coming. As Miles pokes his head up out of my
And Miles
collar.
tells you it's in the distance, but he can see light through the tunnel. That there is several torches coming this direction.
Is there any kind of
I
arrow
just
slits
realized-
on the door, or
This
No.
is a sealed room for all intents. and
You just
purposes.
reminded me of a dream that I had over the night.
Okay, well, we can talk about it later. There's lots of torches. It's not just fume.
And
Well,
if
I think this
you
will be a
all,
bit-
sorry,
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
if you all are okay with me doing this, I think it would be better if I made him suffer no longer.
I look at Galil. Strawberry said to keep the mind, but I don't know what I did.
well, then we keep his head.
Yeah, we could keep the body.
I would like to walk over to Soul and put my hand on his shoulder. You did a kindness for me. Why don't you let me take this one for you? As I flash at the sword.
Did you say Strawberry said to keep the mind?
Galil.
Yes.
Well,
Galil.
she must have some kind of plan.
Still don't understand the Strawberry.
You feel that presence in your mind. It sneaks
He'll
in.
come to. He needs rest like I do.
How bad off is he right now?
Bad.
Kind of overdid it, huh?
A little bit.
We'll have a conversation about this later. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be needed here in a few.
Well,
He can and will be functional. We'll speak later.
You see,
I'm going to go get up
Arjun
and start
get
walking
the
close to
sword.
him.
Oh no, it'll be
Wait,
sort of
wait,
crouching
wait,
down
wait.
and just.
There. No.
Wait.
Are you a street walk?
He'll be good.
We take him with us.
You need to elaborate more than that.
Higher
put him out of
forces
his
said
misery.
so. Higher forces said so.
Strawberry or Afrio?
Soul looks up.
Goddamn
guy said.
soul.
We'll talk about this later. For now, just let him rest.
I could put like a hat on him downward so it looks like he's sleeping on some chair.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, I was about
Do
to
the
make the
whole-
same reference.
Weekend at Luthra's.
Oh no.
He got hammered.
He's like, hello.
Somebody
Hi.
needs to draw that.
I'll get my cool hat that I got when I met up with Arjun that one time and put it on his head.
Cool hat.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Hey,
Hey.
Tip it downward so it's like
Khalil, you said you got 4 vials worth of those quartz.
I have 4 mason jars filled up with them.
Oh, can I take 2?
You can take 1 at the moment.
Okay.
I'm afraid to use more than that, to be
Okay.
honest.
And Isker,
It's a
you have
ballpark, right?
ingenuity. You want to help me try to rig something up as I start making my way to one of the ballistas?
Picking myself up and rolling up the Thayan banner. Sure. Let's see what we can do.
Oh. So then, looking at the ballistas, they can be aimed. They're aimed at the door that we originally came through, right?
Correct.
And if I like look and like line up the scope and everything, it's like right at the entrance, as far as I can tell.
Yes.
I'm not a marksman or anything.
Yeah. You should be good.
Well, you won't want to. You're doing else things. Are there arrows and not arrows? Because what are they, like bolts?
Bolts.
Already loaded up into this thing?
Yes.
Looking at it, is there a way you can easily fasten like a shit ton of these pebbles onto it?
With some rope, probably you could manage to like wrap it around one of the edges so that it would like upon impact shatter.
Looking around, the guy said one of these keys is to the armory. Do I see like a not a locker, but like a locker in the area? That
There is
maybe
no
you can-
locker in this room.
this is just the 2 doors, right? The one where we came in,
One.
and then the one where
Yeah.
Iskra went through.
Correct.
And the table.
there a chair I can prop him up on.
So then, is there multiple bolts, or is it just each of these have one shot? If I look around.
There are 2 canisters to each side of them that have, we'll say 5 bolts each.
How heavy are they?
Bolts? Couple pounds.
Okay.
They're heavy duty bolts. Like launched
Yeah, that's-
at
I'm
this
picturing, like-
velocity, you can imagine the damage that they would do to a person.
Yeah, like in Game of Thrones where they penetrate the dragon skin.
Mhm.
It'd be pretty bad.
Okay. So we could, I don't know, try to rig this up to set it off, give it extra damage. Actually, you know what? Do you want to keep that flag?
I was thinking about it, but if we need it for something else.
There are 2 flags.
I mean, we could cut it in half and make it a net and douse it in oil.
Use this one. I'll grab the other flag.
What's the other flag?
The city of Amrlars.
Yeah, fuck it. So take it, and then I'll take out my dagger and just half down the middle, and then I'll dump a mason jar.
Cool.
Out into the flag, and then kind of like tie it around the bolt, and then actually, you know what? Let me undo that. I'm gonna take the half the flag and just stick it in my canteen of oil and let it soak, and then take it out, wrap the pebbles in, tie it off to the bolt, and do the same thing for the other half of the flag with the other bolt. So, make sense?
I think so.
Okay.
So basically, the intention is that once the bolt is fired, if the rocks pop off, then it catches the wrapping on fire because it's covered in oil.
Or we can send a fireball with it or light it or
Right, so we've got
I mean-
fire damage or magic, depending on what
Magic fire
happens.
damage.
Magic fire.
magic fire piercing
Since
I
we
think-
don't know exactly
Blunt.
how to set this thing
speed
off.
of light.
I think at the end of the day, what we have here is a TPK.
we have here.
Right.
It's a pretty bad explosion, possibly.
Bang bang
Goes
into a
boom.
room.
Boom. No
The camera
more
just
Chinese,
pans out to this crater where Emerald used to be.
No more Chinese laundry.
Speaking of fire, I visited Fume last night
Say what?
in my dreams. Well,
Oh.
in the ethereal realm, it seems.
You visited who?
Fume. Her aura is pure fire.
Well, it's a good thing you're water then.
She knows that we may be near as well.
Yeah, she saw us.
She
Did y'all
thinks
hear
that
that ticking?
because oh,
Can you send out Malzahar to see if this thing's coming up close and what we're exactly dealing with?
Any bamps?
It's done. Back out
We
to the
might want
100
to start looking for exits just in case. Can we
Yeah.
We
open up
want to
that
get
door?
that door. Yep.
Get your keys.
Heads up. It's number 3.
this music is so stressful.
Number 3. I
I was like,
go over to it.
Within the range that Malzahar sees, there are still lights, torches, far in the distance of the tunnel.
Sir,
They're moving steadily, not in any sort of hurry, but slowly. They approach.
when we were on the barge,
Mhm.
once I put it into drive, like it pretty much like did everything all on its own. I didn't have to like hold it or right.
Correct.
And how high above the track was it floating?
let's fucking send it off.
Yeah.
Probably about 10, 15 feet in the air. It's still, I mean, well, actually, no, because it was kind of following the way it leveled off. It leveled off with the level of the railing on the side, right? So that would actually put it rather high because it is midway through the tunnel. The tunnel is about 120 feet across, and it's a circle, right? So you're guessing about 60 feet up.
Oh,
There are controls on the ship to do different things, but at a normal, at just if it's basically if you're pressing forward, it's gonna stay leveled at that space as it goes down. Arjun.
But I can. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, while people are starting to scramble and everything, Arjun's going to close his eyes, and when he opens them, there's this sort of very quick, very subtle flare of magenta as he casts Intellect Fortress on two people he's very concerned about right now, which is Galil and Kindred. because everything to do with strawberry, and then the third one would go to Sonder.
Thank you.
Nice.
I just look at you and just give a nod.
I want to write that down just in case.
I'm just
pick
gonna
up
open
the
up a
card.
page.
Gonna what?
Khalil's opening the
Yeah,
door.
I'm opening up the door right now. So
The back door,
yeah,
so to speak. Cool.
yeah.
Wait, listen
Locks.
first.
It clicks. You unlock it. Opens.
Just in case, I'm gonna stealthily go out there and check to see if it's good.
Since I'm pretty equipped for this, I will too. Like, there's a few different ways through here. We could split up and see if there's anything that looks like an exit.
Don't
Sounds
go
good.
too far.
You all okay with that?
Yeah.
Don't. 5 minutes
Kendrick,
max. 5
I'm
minutes
going
max.
that way, so I'm letting you know the direction I'm gonna go. It's dark, right?
Yes. Well, it's
Did you
dim light.
cast better trace?
It's dim light. It's dim light.
It doesn't matter. It's still 15.
15.
18 plus 15, 33.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
I'll be stealthing as well. Opposite direction.
I'll be
I rolled
stealthing
high,
along.
but not like him.
All right. Let me see.
And then
How
advantage
can
because
I-
it's sound based.
Nice. Yeah, 3 shoes.
Well, the first roll was higher.
Oh wait, yes. Oh my god. One second, and I'm just gonna open up MapCam with a new toy. Well,
Ooh.
I'm just gonna use this map basically.
Yeah.
Hey.
Falling rain while it's in the air doesn't make a sound.
Okay,
You hear when it hits the ground.
Sonder.
Well, it's
true.
gonna
Have
hit
I
the
ever-
grounds, our
have I ever-
insides, if we don't prepare.
Have I ever told you how much I love you?
It sounded like a poem or a
I know.
song
I was
lyric.
like, wait, where's this going?
I'm
And it
like,
rhymes,
what haiku is
so-
this?
Yeah.
Or some
Falling
sort
rain
of like monk
doesn't-
koan that he was doing to prepare
Oh,
himself for a
understood.
fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Falling rain makes no.
You said falling rain.
Makes no sound
sound.
while it
Sound.
falls.
Until it
Until it hits the ground.
makes no sound. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to see if I could haiku it, but
Beep
it's
boop.
awkward.
Beep boop. Beep boop. All right.
Rain
So.
makes no sound.
Oh, why am I just making
Falling.
myself suffer? Where the freak did I put it?
Drummer beat and piper blow, harper strike, and
Not
soldier goal.
Until
Yoink. That's why I have a tripod, right?
it reaches.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay.
Do
So
you hear the sound?
hold on. Let me turn it on for everybody else. Hello, everybody. You can see yourselves twice. That's great. Do. Look at it
times
go
now.
forever. Okay.
4 times now. 5 times now.
Infinity times now.
Alrighty. So for now, as everybody is in this room,
Double inception.
right?
Except for Galil and I, who have gone
Yeah.
Oh, true. Okay. Oh,
and did the Scooby Doo Let's Split Up gang.
This is gonna be very
Ooh.
complicated, as I'm now thinking about
Complicated.
it. So
Should we? I'm also
this.
stealth boy.
All right. Let's just say, can I move this? Where's this button? Stamp will remain available to apply again. Oh no.
What program is that?
This is just paint. this is
What?
not meant. This is not meant to.
Oh,
no,
just
this
like
is
copy and paste it over.
Yeah.
It totally looked like some kind of complicated, like.
Who goes there? Zap! Whoa!
Whoa.
With a wave of my finger and a flick of my
Soul?
dick. One zap.
So,
Do you mind?
I thought I was muted. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
He
Nice.
pushed enter.
Cool. Great. Awesome.
Oh, you know what I did? I hit mute on Discord.
The tip of his. What?
Oh no. Okay. Well, this is quickly going really badly. All right. So we're just gonna use a mouse.
Okay.
From
sounds good.
here, where are you? Let's say, Iskra. Where are you going?
The way that Khalil doesn't go, because he started before I did.
Okay. So Galil, which direction are you going?
to the right.
To the right. That would be this direction. You
Hey.
see down a hallway. You see down this hallway. You come here. It leads to another T section, about like 30 or 40 feet this way, and then it continues to go this direction, where you can see that there's more of an open space here.
Open space.
He
Open
needs.
space. All right. Oh, is there not a What the heck, yo? Is there? Oh, this would not have done this. I should have just drawn it out. It's cool. It's fine. I was trying to see if there was an. Ah, yep, there it is. An eraser. Does this erase everything though? Fuck. I was like, it erases what I just did. No. False. All right. So moving this
Erasure?
direction. Yeah. What Where are you going?
I'm seeing everything, so I'm gonna stay up against the wall, but stay silent. Going towards the far left.
This direction, far left, going down, or going
Going up.
this way?
Going up.
Going up that way. Okay. Going up in that direction, you see that. Verify this. I can no longer see this other one. You see that there is. Okay. You see that there is a doorway right up here. There's a door right there.
I'm gonna
But
get up
there's-
to the door.
Okay. And you've been listening around. You see no one. You can see to the ends of these hallways, and all of them look oddly the same. While you were doing this, what is everybody in the back in the main chamber doing?
Who's still in
Cute.
the main chamber?
Yeah.
I'm holding the guard, and I'm just kind of waiting to see what everyone else finds out.
Okay.
Is the hallway where they venture down into, is that dark?
It's dim. It's not dark.
Okay.
There's just dim light.
Okay. So Soul could see if he had to go there.
Correct.
To an extent. Okay. I would like to get on the ballista because Iskra went with the others, right? Down the hallway. I'd like to get him on the ballistas that is facing the door, like directly angled at it. Or just be near the button. I don't necessarily need to be in the seat.
Just to be right there. Yeah.
Mhm. And I don't know if this matters now, but the idea is not so much just hit it when I hear someone jiggling the handle, but wait for the door to be open so it goes through and any resultant explosion happens not in the same room that we're in,
Got it.
in theory.
Alrighty.
In
Kendrick,
theory.
what are you doing?
So then, looking at the ballistas, is it like an arcane where we have to kind of like figure out, or is it just like a simple
It is
trigger?
a simple trigger. This is not
Okay,
an
so-
arcane ballista like that is on the reclaimer. This is
Okay.
very much a switch lever kind of like switch and release.
Release.
Fires
Okay,
off, yeah.
just making sure. Getting one ballista set up with the craziness of my concoction, getting another ballista set up with the other one, getting over with Ardrin. I'm just going through my bag and like looking and trying to review everything. Looking at how tall's the ceiling, anything else we could rig and set up.
This room, for all intents and purposes, is a stone igloo.
Okay.
It is not even kind of like at the top, even though there's like solid walls, it kind of still domes over up together.
So, after we fire these shots, what's the plan? Do we just fucking hightail it out, or do we reload and keep going?
Actually, on that out of character, how easy does it look to reload these things? Like, does it take like additional rounds? But does it look like it would take minutes? Does it take like seconds?
Does it take a bonus action or an action?
This looks like it would take like a round to reload.
And would that be one person doing that, or could?
If I reload, can he fire it constantly?
If
seconds. Makes sense.
If you were
6
both
seconds.
manning the same one, I would say you could probably cut it down to bonus action each.
Okay. So Sauter, you're still in here with us?
Yes.
Y'all want to two-man team this? I mean, if both of us are on each one, we could fire these things in rapid succession. Sol, Sonder?
Let's determine the threat.
I know Mouse is out looking at it or watching it, but I want to be ready.
How much time do you think we have?
Not enough to prepare.
Yeah,
But-
let's get at it.
Okay.
And then I'll
So their first shot, make it count, because see, and I'll explain. Like, I rigged craziness up to it, so wait till you see the whites of Fume's eyes or the reds of her eyes, whatever it's gonna be. And then going back with Ardrin and just kind of like, okay, so if I reload for you, we can do this.
Your first shot will be the explosive one. Everyone after that will be the regular, right?
Yep.
And the idea is
quote,
still
unquote.
waiting for the door to be open, not just.
Yep.
Yeah.
Renan, what are you doing?
remember.
Sorry. Just trying to make sure that everyone's involved. I don't want
He's still
anybody-
napping on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I really don't know. I guess I'll follow up at the back of the group, and keep an eye out as far as like in the room, just in case anybody's coming through the
door that the other two left in.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
Hey, Renan. I'm in no position to tell you this, but you know how you made the fog appear? You think you can try to do something like that again? Not necessarily fog, but something.
Down here.
I mean, it doesn't have to be fog, but you kind of like pulled that out of your ass. And just, can you do something else?
What other tricks you got?
From what I understand, he has his realm is above, not below.
And I can cast up and down too. I just thought maybe I'd ask. Okay.
Let me think on it.
Cool.
You just
Buffering,
you just keep being
buffering.
your cute self.
Iskra. What are you doing? You said you were gonna go the opposite direction?
Yeah, I'm like almost running since my boots afford me that option.
Sure. Make a
and-
stealth check for me. With advantage.
Yeah, it was a 26.
26? Awesome.
Yeah,
All
because
right,
I never reported it earlier.
Oh, fair enough. Let's see.
But my advantage roll was
She finds all
more
of
than
that.
the other one.
She finds all
you
of
just
that.
see a whole menagerie of really
Oh
random
no.
things.
Monsters.
It just
Lord.
cuts
would be
to
a problem.
black, and we just hear Ace of
Okay.
Spades as we go to credits.
But how many of
Dollar
them?
sign.
How many of them can get through that small hallway?
So yeah, I know exactly. You go down this hallway. You continue further downwards.
To make things efficient, like if there are doors
There's one.
along the way, then
here.
I'm popping them open real quick and taking a look, and then proceeding.
Okay. You go to this first door and grab the handle. Take a deep breath. Open the door. In this one, you see a. Oh god! I just looked at it. Let me double check. I'm looking at the right number. Yeah. So
It's
many.
to keep
rooms.
double checking his hoard.
Right. In this room, you see what appears to be a dining hall. A couple of let's see if I can actually get it right. Oh, there you go. You can see a large table set, a large fireplace that is barely lit. There's like embers that look like it's dying. There's still torches in the room that kind of keep it lit and activated, but it looks like this place is a mess hall, basically. With a door. Yeah, a door at the bottom.
A door.
But there's nobody in here.
Okay. That's a lot of space.
Mhm.
So still no one here. I'm gonna call on our little radio network here,
Okay.
Spies Murmur, to everybody, and go just kind of report what I see. Big dining hall, no people. Maybe there's a place they're all sleeping. We did show up here at night, or maybe they still need to come into work for the day. Keep looking, and then I'm gonna just keep hustling. I'm not gonna take any like close looks at anything since time seems to be of the essence.
Alrighty.
Sure. Can you reverse your feed to me and just call out which directions you're taking?
Perfect. I start to do that.
Okay. Kindred, it would be a left, a right, and the first door on the left is the mess hall.
Left, right, left, right.
Oof, I did that wrong. It would be right,
First
left.
door and right.
Yes, right, left. First door on the right.
Right, left, door.
Up, down, AD.
Yeah, I was gonna say Konami code.
So yeah, while we have everything set up and there's nothing further to me to prep, I'm just gonna add a piece of paper, just like marking arrows which way she's going. That way,
And then she continues further south. Right?
Mhm.
That's true. You continue further south. The wall continues and the hallway continues down and down and down and down. You see up ahead that there is darkness, which is odd considering that the hallway that you've been in so far has been lit with torches.
Like non-magical torches or magical?
No magical
light?
torches. They give off a dull glow, very akin to what a torchlight would, but it is not. It's almost like a Minecraft torch where the end is not really on fire. It just looks like a matchstick, a hot matchstick sort of thing. It's that same
Exactly what I was
style of
thinking.
look. Yeah, same style of look, but it's bringing light across the space.
Well, it makes sense that they would do that.
And you keep going until you slow down because the darkness ends where the hallway ends.
Ew. Okay.
And you slow down, and as you approach the edges, you can see that the ground is cracked, broken, and it falls away into a dark pit. A crevasse that just goes on and on downwards. But it also goes up. And you see up above in the air, the crevasse continues outwards as if from the bottom it just kind of V's upwards. And you see about 200 to 300 feet above you along that cliff, it opens up into a early dawn sky.
Stopping myself and looking down, like peering down, and then looking up. I'll be speaking out loud since I have mine as broadcast right now. So maybe my voice echoes a little, but there's a canyon. I cannot see the bottom. And I see the sky above us. So maybe a way out.
Quick. Good to hear.
How far up would you estimate?
Whoa.
You said
About 2
what?
to 300. Yeah, about 2 to
2 to
300
300 feet?
Yeah, it's a way. It's a distance up, but
200, 300 feet maybe.
How wide is it?
up it's much wider than it is going down.
Vast.
It's as if almost like a pie wedge had been of this ground had been removed and is just gone.
It's like someone hit the ground with an axe here, and the large end is towards the sky.
Okay. Well, I mean, I look at the group. This sounds like a let's get the fuck out after we do what we do here.
I'm good. I'm good with that.
Khalil, are you still alive?
Galil, as you have been up here in this top section.
He's pointing, right?
No, I did this for spice. Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you the direction.
I know. And I'm like, oh fuck, can't do that. Oh, fuck, I hope he hasn't.
Galil,
I hope he hasn't got out of range. Galil.
Galil.
Can you hear me now?
Galil.
By the way, Aaron, I have Oreo waiting at the door. If she hears anything, she'll go chase after me.
Cool.
With my scent.
Alrighty.
Man,
you get to the door. You said that I told you that there was a door here, right?
Yeah.
You get to the door. Are you trying to open it or are you listening? What are you doing?
I'm going to try and open it.
It's locked.
I'll worry about it later. I pass.
Right. Which direction are you going? This direction? Are you going up and around?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead? You continue straight ahead and you can see what you thought was a wall. Here. What looks like a wall, but it was in fact like a half wall. It kind of comes up to the top of the space here, and as you carefully edge around this corner, you see that there is a large open hallway. Don't mind this because this is not but you do see a large open hallway that kind of extends outwards with what looks like a double set of doors that's down here. But the hall seems to go on until it reaches an end, and it's just like a large hallway, but it seems like the biggest part are the two doors here.
I'm going to go to the two doors.
Running down the hallway, you get to the two doors. These look well used. They almost look like those hospital double or like a diner's double doors that kind of go to the kitchen that kind of flip in and outwards. But they have on the outside here a bar that kind of blocks them from being open from the inside.
Is there like a keyhole in
No.
any way?
There's just a bar that you can lift.
I'm going to lift up the bar.
Lifting up the bar, the doors open. Just as you're reaching this point, I'll say, You're probably, just as you're like taking it off, you hear briefly the whisper in your head of Kindred's voice message hitting your mind.
Oh.
Galil. You can reply to this message.
Kindred.
Yes. Yes. Where are you?
Just down the hall.
Come back. Esker found a way out.
I found double doors.
Dumbledore.
Double doors.
Dumbledore.
Well, I like Iskra's way versus double doors that we don't know what it leads to. Because
I'm
right now
just
we
gonna
have a lot of
open
stuff.
it and
Please
see
don't.
what's inside. That's it.
Please don't open that can of worms if we don't have to.
I'm just gonna peek through. That's it.
Oh my
It is
God.
I, Luthra. Hello. I found you now.
Oh,
Gish
You
is
have
in the
activated
middle.
my
She's
trap
just saying that
card.
in the mirror, practicing.
Oh, we got a posture check, by the way. So,
Nice. Thank you.
Oh, thank God I need stretch.
yep.
Okay.
This is
Inside.
a posture check, not a stretch.
Sucks,
I don't have
bro.
a stretch.
I'm using it as a stretch.
It's the same thing. You open this door, and on the inside, you see a vast chamber that looks like something you would see in a royal castle's antechamber, where you would imagine meeting a king. It's big, and there are columns on each side. And on those columns, hanging from the ceiling, hanging from the walls, are vast amounts of chains. Chains with manacles, shackles, things to keep people hung and strung up from the ceiling. Below them, tables of various kinds, wooden, stone. On those tables, various instruments, implements of vile-looking nature, torture, surgery, sharp, cutting, vicious-looking drills, vials filled with liquid. Edges are sit on the corners of some of these tables, along with books, notepads, loose leaf pieces of paper. You can see that just for a brief moment as this room is like barely lit. And it goes off for quite some distance. No. I have to use. Well, whatever. Until it too has a bridge that I half covered in this square. It goes across a crevasse, a canyon, and darkness on the other side. And you see, close to the edge, strung up on one of the chains, a creature that looks very hauntingly similar to the creatures you fought before you found that beast by the ship. The one where you had
One we
found.
thought was the elf.
Yes.
Is it Dudros?
Its body desiccated and dried looking, its arms stretched, and two like dangling tentacles that kind of come over its shoulders and just dangle loosely down around it. But it looks like it's just like hanging there with its head down. Reddish hobgoblinoid looking. Unconscious, dead, you can't tell. Meanwhile, Malzahar is watching those torches from the distance, moving. And then from the shadows directly in front of him, footsteps, as the torches seem to have been left behind. Perhaps an illusionary trap of some sort? A vision of movement, of distant lighting as people move forward. A fire genasi. A human monk at her side, and behind them, at least 24 Thayan soldiers. As they approach the dock where the ship is at.
So, really quick, it's fake lights, and then
fake
further
lights
back,
further back. Fake lights are
So
way
they're-
back in the. apparently this illusion was made to make it look like they were coming, but they were actually a lot closer than they appeared.
Gotcha.
The torches were
So
left
then-
further back.
Gotcha. Okay, so they're in front of their torches. So then,
Yes.
how long did it take him to reach them?
I mean, if I'm saying he posted up at the 100 feet that you were able to communicate. So they're at least 100 feet away at this point. They did not seem to notice him right away because he's still a snake.
Yeah. Okay, snake. Okay.
As you see
Go
that,
ahead.
Soul, what are you gonna say?
So I wanted to mention to everyone, we can get out of here if it is big enough to fly out. I can summon big bird creature. That you all can go on. I can fly out as well myself. Iskra can be water in bottle. Galil can fly on Oreo, and Renan can fly out too. So I think we got this.
As you are talking, Soul, you said you were. What are you guys doing with the body of the guy?
I'm holding him.
You're holding him. As you are talking, unbeknownst to you, as this guy is like, his eyes stare off. One of the eyes shifts and
Ew,
looks,
like-
and on its own shifts and looks up at Soul as he is holding him and speaking. And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
I'm like this. I'm holding him, and then I see his eye. I'm like, ooh.
Just bodies him through a wall.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was entertaining.
This was an excellent session.
It was fun.
Wow.
Should we even stay?
This episode has everything.
Well,
We have high-speed chase. We have angry mobs. We have language learning. We have tunnels. We have caves and holes.
Well,
Slightly
send down the
erotic,
hammer.
like-
Torture.
Slightly erotic, steamy scene.
We have the elements.
And emotional damage.
And we have
Exactly.
the element of surprise.
Yeah.
I found
so
Luther's
much,
hammer.
So much.
And a catatonic guard with crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes.
That's Mad Eye Moody.
Oh my god.
No.
With Dumbledore.
Well,
But
no, don't save. At least now I have time. I can draw this map out. We can do this a lot better if we need to. I also don't know, like, I don't know. You guys figure it out. You guys want to kind of like, I don't know. There's a lot of options here, but I'm gonna draw it out just in case, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that was a lot. There was a lot of cool stuff happening.
Really
this
quick
session.
before we forget, Iskra, I just got right, left door, and then what were your next steps after that?
Right,
Straight
right,
ahead,
right, first
straight on till morning.
Went straight ahead. Like
To Neverland.
there was a door to my left which I opened and looked in, and that's when I said it was the dining hall. And then I kept going straight.
Okay, straight ahead.
And
Yep,
straight ahead I found a chasm.
The chasm.
The chiasm.
The chasm.
The
The same
shade
chasm
is
apparently
made.
that Galil found himself staring down at the far ends of that thing. So
I mean, at least I found a bridge.
you did find a bridge.
Found a fridge?
Bridge.
Found a fridge.
Oh. But yeah,
They
I was
might
really
have had
hoping I would be
snacks.
able to like
So why didn't you check?
rig both rig that barge up with like those pop rocks and like time it and then just send that bitch on its way and like
Yeah. I mean, a lot of
Very smart.
if who knows what will happen next. But in the
Why
meantime,
didn't we take
they-
a barrel of that?
I mean, this is the place where they might have a whole bunch of it. Who knows what they are doing in this place? And you do have this
We
door
have yet to
locked and
find
barred.
the armory.
Not yet.
I'm
I'm
wary
dangling
to
a
open
lot
this
of
thing.
little things in front
Oh,
of you
yeah.
here, trying to get.
yeah.
I don't want.
There's a lot of stuff we could
I
do.
honestly don't want to run away. So
You just want to level up.
I do.
If there's
So I'm gonna have to
2
crazy
soldiers,
eyes.
though, like
Everything.
we're gonna have
Yeah.
to be really
Fire
smart.
Genasi,
We'll be
human
okay.
monk, 2
We
dozen
killed
guards.
a bunch of guards already. Like
Because we
easily.
planned it and we thought carefully about all decisions. We didn't just
Well, also, you guys have a lot of space to, like, they have to funnel, right? So
and that too.
Yeah.
And I have things for that.
Oh, same here.
I do too.
I
Wall
do
of
too.
stone and sickening radiance.
4.
Can you say stony glue of death time?
oh no.
Can you say damage for every 5 feet they take?
Can you
my
say-
God.
Can you say
Can you
muzzy?
say-
Now that we're saying all
Can
this,
you-
he's just adding to the CR rating of this.
Yes, notes
In
taken.
Thayan, can they say it in Thayan?
Can you say it in Thayan? Do you see the secret way out? ¿Lo ves allí?
Can you
¿Dónde
say-
está el secret door? Anyway, all right, guys, that's enough of that. We're
Dracarys.
getting out of here. Can you say
You
hello
know
in Thayan? What was it?
I know
Because
3 words
Jumbo.
of Thayan. That is it.
Oh, yeah, Jumbo.
Jumbo. Oh my God. All right, guys. I love you all. We'll see you on Monday for the next episode of Star-Crossed, A Knights of Silver Moon's Tale. And then next Tuesday, as we continue to see what happens here on Game of Santos. Stay
Enjoy the
tuned.
Strawberry Festival.
Yeah, the Strawberry Festival. Stay tuned. Check out our game announcements on Twitter. On our Twitter, come and join us in our Discord. On Twitter, we'll have a post up. Well, and in the Discord, I'll post up whenever the stickers become available.
Can I say something?
Sure.
So I was talking to Aaron before we started our stream. I might plan a date or something here soon where I and the Discord stream our lost episodes of Atet being Atet.
Mhm.
Because it's not really it's shot in the gallery mode?
No, not in gallery mode. It is speaker mode, I think.
It's shot in speaker mode, so it switches back and forth, so it's kind of like not all that great, but it's still fun to watch and you get the gist of it. But I might just stream it one day or night something. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. We will see what we can do with that. So stay posted for that. Maybe we can do like a watch along where we can pause and add our own commentary as we go.
That'd be cool.
What do we
Yeah.
think?
Oh no.
That would be pretty bad. Because I mean, you had this is back when we had Borkor and
Oh my gosh, Borkor
Pig-
and me.
Oh, yeah. Pigug
It's
too.
not it's not
Pigug
Pigug.
there
He's not
or
in this
Pigug
one.
left?
No,
Yeah, Pigug left. Right?
Aw.
This was like
Pigug was already gone by then.
this was right after Borkor came back from being possessed by the headmaster wannabe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
The
that should the lore is real. A special live action lore dumplings event.
From the vault of Kindred.
Yes.
Well, let's see. We've now added to. Oh my God. I've now added to our phrases so many times. We have you guys stay fey, be brave knights, and then we got to come up with one for Game of Santos. What is
Yes,
ours?
Daddy.
No. No.
Right in the
No, I
middle.
refuse.
Amelie?
Amelie. Oh God.
We're hiding near the spindle.
On that note, I'll see you guys next time.
It tastes like a plate for my egg dinner.